Hey, Bert.
Yeah, you get rid of any?
Nah, sorry, man. I had to knock it back. Got offered what was it, $80 or something for a clown.
Yeah, but it's not worth it.
No, it's not. I'm sorry. That's reduced from 180. From 180, it's $100 off. Well, if they put it in the feedback, you know, if they leave you a feedback for $80, you'll never sell a mask over $80. It's just not worth me making it. The hair on it cost me 15.
Yeah, well, your products and
The materials, and then my time to make it and paint it.
Yeah, but not only making it, but your time to go and put your material on.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I spent 5 hours on a fucking train to go and get latex.
That'll be worth something.
I get a packet of smokes, man. Yeah, probably. Fuck it, I ain't exactly that tall. I'll plug this in, get the power going, man. Oh, I gotta go and drop a packet of smokes off, mate. Fucking Sunday, he's getting into this habit, mate. He's getting into this habit of a Sunday. And there's only one bus on a fucking Sunday. That's the guy I've been taking care of, like I'm the carer. I wish I had a freaking car. It would be easier with a car, viewer. There's no doubt about that. But it's not a bad day out today. Hope you're enjoying the Sunday. Having a little bit of rest, mate. Fucking Sunday. Another week has passed, viewer. Another year passes. Another month passes. I hope your life is improving. I hope you really are improving in your life, viewer. I'm trying to improve mine. I am. I'm doing my best, all right? I just want my channel to know that. I am trying to do my best. Some days are good and some days are bad. Some days are easy and some days are hard. You know? Some days I don't have the memories and some days I do. And then I think to myself, man, why shouldn't I have the memories? I have the right to think of... I have the right to think of things. You know what I mean? I don't think women have the... You know, have all the ownership on that. I miss my little girl, viewer. I miss my little Echo. I don't put all the videos up on my channel. I have a lot of videos of my daughter. Aren't I lucky that I actually took the time out to film myself, you know? And then I remember why I started filming in the first place. You know, why? You know, I remember that person telling me, you know, you don't ever do anything for your daughter. You don't take care of her. You don't do anything. You know, I'm the one that takes care of her. I'm the one that does everything for her. So my family are the ones that told me to, you know, start recording yourself. Start recording your daughter. So that's what I did. And I'm really, really glad that I did. There are some really cute memories. There are some really, really nice memories, you know? And if I didn't record them, man, I wouldn't have them. Yeah? So I'm kind of glad, to be honest. She was so cute, eh? Little Echo. And all of my live streaming was on Facebook. I never did any live streaming on YouTube. I didn't even have a YouTube channel at that time. It was all on Facebook. And the person was so mean. Like, fuck. I'm sorry, dude, but fuck. I got to admit it, ladies. That person was so fucking mean all the time. It was never happy, ever. Not a single fucking day was that person ever happy. Never smiled, never hello, never nothing. Just fucking ignore you, even on camera. Even on camera. Get that camera off me. I don't want to be filmed. Don't put me on Facebook. Then that's the only thing the person would say to you. It's amazing what we'll put up with, eh, boys? It's amazing what a man will put up with to keep his family together. Because he knows, man, the minute that he says something, this fucking person is going to get rid of him. And that's it then. He'll never see his kid again. Even back then I knew it. And here I am now, you know what? All these years later, here I am now. And I was right. I was 100% correct. And at the time, everyone was telling me I'm crazy. You're crazy. I wasn't so crazy though, was I? It's amazing though. I did love heaps, man. But I quickly learnt, you know, it's a one-way street, buddy. Look at all this fucking shit, dude. Ark. Look at all this shit, dude. Far out. Fucking people, mate. People are disgusting pigs, mate. Fucking pigs, brother. Like the people I went and helped during the week. I'm still amazed at that. I went around to this, like, people's houses because, like, I'm a cleaner, you know, like, clean up after them and stuff. I never knew it was that bad. Like, I knew that people could live like shit, but I didn't think they'd live that fucking bad. But I suppose they're old, right? So they don't see it, yeah? But damn. People's houses, mate, are fucking filthy, bro. Filthy. Absolutely filthy, mate. You could spend fucking 3 days just cleaning someone's living room. You know what I mean? These cunts are fucking... They are really bad. Oh, fuck. I'm hoping to catch that 4:57 bus, mate. What time is it now? I hope I'm gonna make it in time. So anyway, this lady's house, man, it just stunk of cats. You ever been to someone's house and it just reeks of fucking pets, man? And like, I don't have an animal, so I really notice it. I really notice the smell, you know? And I notice all the fur, and I notice all the fucking shit, and I notice all the feces everywhere. Like, these people are pretty disgusting, bro. And they don't see it. They don't see it, man. Like, you go to sit on the lounge and it's just fucking covered in hair. Have you ever been to someone's house like that? And like, you gotta fucking clean it, right? And I'm not cleaning that, man. I'm not. Oh, fucking hell. So I think, oh fuck, I got a few hours. So I gotta kill the few hours, you know? Because I don't want to do it for like 8 hours or whatever, man. I just want a few hours, 3 days a week. I'm fine. You know, I'm fine, man. I'm on my own. I don't have any kids. I have no intentions of getting together with anybody. So I don't have to pay for their fucking life. Or I'm not expected to pay for anybody else's life. Which I'm sick of that. The entitlement of them, mate, is insane. The more you give a person, mate, the more they want. They're never fucking happy. And they never got any gratitude for what you have done for them. You know? They're always thinking about what you haven't done. And that's what my life was like. It didn't matter what I did or how much money I gave. It was never enough. Mate, huge upticks in the metal department. You know, I'm just so surprised at all of this. But it has to end sometime. It really does. And now it's come to the crunch, boys, because you've got a lot of industries that need silver. Industries are buying it, mate. You know, each missile's got fucking a kilo of silver in it, man. Each missile, you know. Forget about all the EVs and the solar panels and all the other electronics that get made and produced. All of that shit uses silver, man. And that new EV battery Samsung have come out with, uses 1 kilo of silver in every battery. So the amount of silver that these companies are expecting to pay to get is just astronomical. It's more than what is produced in a year. So to supplement that, in the past, they've been taking it out of the vault. You know, the US had millions and millions, 700 million ounces or something in the reserve. And over the years, it's just been drained because it's excess every year. There's no, it's excess every year, boys. So I'm telling you, I forecast 150 to 180, within just a few months. Okay? As soon as those buying people come in for Samsung, as soon as they work out who hasn't got what, I'm telling you, boys, those contracts are going to get called in. There is 300 billion fucking ounces, mate, on paper contracts. If any of those contracts get called in, it's game over. There's no more price control. There's no more. That's finished. They have no chance of controlling that anymore. So it will be price discovery. Price discovery, boys. Some people are estimating, man, you could be looking at $300, $400 an ounce in the next few months. Hello, buddy. Double, mate, yeah. There you go. Pens.
$35.8.
Okay, we've got his smokes on tow. I've got his cigarettes for him. I'll go and drop them off to him, mate. It saves me getting up really early in the morning. Personally, I don't smoke. I've got no cigarettes for me. But I remember what it was like, when they first get up in the morning, they want to smoke. This is Seaford, boys. Let me see if I can give you some thing here. Here we go. Hope you're looking good, mate. Roger Dole books, dude. Daily books. They'd be interesting, man. World art. There's no robot though, mate. Geez, I'm glad I grabbed that robot that day. Yeah, there's been nothing since, mate. So I hope you got a good year coming up, viewer. A new year, a new start in life, a new lease in life. Maybe a new paradigm, a new mindset. Depends what you're after for the year, mate. I just want to find a bit of peace and joy and a bit of happiness, mate, if that's all right. Mainly the peace side of things. Yeah, I like my own little bit of peace. After all of the turmoil, I really do like waking up in the peace, mate, and I'm not in a cold-ass garage sleeping on a fucking floor, which is just fantastic. That's a huge upgrade, buddy. And I'm not in a spare room, mate, feeling like shit every day. Feeling like I'm not even worth someone saying hello to me or being nice to me. We'll come back and listen to the band, mate. We'll go and drop off this packet of smokes and we'll come back and listen to the band. Friends, got feeling inside. Fucking Aussies, mate. Okay, we've got a few minutes. I like to be on time, viewer. I've got the bus timetable because this fucking bloke calls me up at 11 o'clock at night, mate, sometimes. Wants me to pop in at 11 o'clock. I fucking, mate, I said, you're crazy. It's 11 o'clock. Oh, come on, Chad, please. I need a packet of smokes. Like, you're fucking crazy. I'll see you early in the morning, man. All right? He called me up so early. Wanted a packet of smokes. Fucking filthy houses, mate, not just dirty. Ah, thanks, man. No, that's just how they can do it, man. A lot of men get driven to their garage, the solitude, mate, the men's room. You know what I mean? That's all the man has, really. That's the only place of peace and quiet, is his garage. I don't miss anything of there, man. There's not a single nice memory that I have, and I think that's done on purpose. You know what I mean? Although the person would like you to be totally heartbroken, totally heartbroken of it all, you know. But I'm not. Yeah, I've gotten over that part of it. Just not seeing Echo. That's all. That's the only problem. Yeah, but I went to these people's houses, man, and they let their dog and fucking cat live in the house, and the joint just stank, mate. Absolutely stank. You got no idea. And you go into their kitchen, and I don't know, they're fucking lazy or whatever, because they don't do any of the dishes, they don't clean the counters, they don't take out the garbage bin. Maybe it's because they know they've got a carer coming in, and so they figure, well, they might as well just leave it there, you know? But damn, man, talk about dirty. It's good to be a man. Hurry the button. Beautiful, man, just on time. Awesome. Get in there first, mate, get that front seat. Thanks, driver. Good he smokes, mate. Good he smokes. Just pop over, man, and give it to him. save you going tomorrow. Should have students and grandchildren. No, I don't. Why would I have students and grandchildren, mate? Both of my daughters are married. Oh, you know, with permanent boyfriends or whatever. It's up to them when they have kids, mate. I can't, you know, tell them to have kids. That's up to them. Maybe they're enjoying their life, but they haven't had any kids left, mate. And my youngest one is 10. She's way too young to have children, mate. Or, you know, in Australia, if you lived in a Muslim country, mate, she'd already be married off. Married off, mate. I've been seeing some really sick fucking videos, brother. You know, like TikTok shit, you know. Like the kid's 12 years old, mate. You know, 13 years old and having children. And, you know, the husbands are like 55, 60 years old. So pretty sick, mate. Pretty sick. And in their country, that's normal. In their country, it's normal. I'm blown away, mate, blown away. No word about the Bondi thing from here, our government. Nothing. Not a single thing about it, mate. You know, two guys go in, they cause all that havoc, right? Under terrorism, and the only thing that happens is they take our free speech away from us and more gun laws, and that's it. That's it. That's their answer to Bondi Beach. Is more gun laws and to take away free speech from ordinary people. They don't cover the actual problem itself, you know, Islamic terrorism, extremism. Yeah, they don't cover any of that. We've got imams that have been recorded in their mosques calling for jihad in Australia, you know, full-on jihad, and they're allowed to stay. Isn't that amazing that they'll let people in that are extremists on a pulpit talking all their shit, and yet they'll ban Candace Owens, they'll ban a Charlie Kirk, you know, they'll block anybody that talks about free speech. They'll block, but anybody that wants to come in and talk in jihad, they let them in. They let them in to do the preaching, because that's where they got those two blokes back from, mate. It was the son was the radical, and the father was a person that had been living here all his life, and he was not radical, okay, but the son turned him radical. So they investigated the mosque that he come from, and it turns out to be this particular mosque, and they got the videotapes of the imam, and the imam is telling them to cause jihad. He's telling them to go out and kill the kafirs and kill the little hats. Full-on speeches in the mosque. I'm very surprised, and they wonder why it happens. They wonder why it happens, viewer. We've got Australia Day coming up. I can guarantee you it will be cancelled. Wherever you go, Australia Day will be cancelled. They'll find some reason to cancel it. They'll call it, you know, it's racist or whatever. They do that every single year. And that's the Muslim population complaining, mate, because they don't allow it. They don't allow any celebrations that aren't Ramadan. So the complaint's in, and that's it. The council's back off and cancel whatever parade they've got going on for the day, because they've been threatened, mate. You see, in the past, we never took any notice of it, right? So what they would do is get in a parade, and they would kill 10 people. You see, they've done it with every single celebration that we have, and so the next year's cancelled. Every single year after that, it gets cancelled. Where do we got bollards of peace from? Where do you think they just got invented? You know, they got invented because people were driving Muslim people were driving the cars through the parade, mate, yelling out Allah Akbar as they drove through. It just tears your life apart, so it tears your whole thing apart. And I wish I hadn't wasted those years, mate. You know, like I wasted years on someone that just had no intentions of upholding their end. So you waste years and years, you know, of your life. And I could have actually met somebody that loved me, mate, that actually did want to be with me. I wasn't just there to serve a purpose, you know, sign the paperwork, and then after that to get rid of you. Because that's all that was for. That's all it was about, mate. Sign the paperwork and then get rid of you as quickly as possible. But being an old stubborn Aussie, you know, I didn't just walk out, did I? You know, I fought and fought and fought. I did everything I could for my marriage, yeah, to keep my family together. I did everything that I could, you know. They're expecting you to walk away totally heartbroken, you know. That's what they're expecting you to happen. That didn't really happen, you know. I tried to fight for it, mate. Because the person told me, as soon as you leave, you'll never see your daughter again. Like, she told me that. She told me straight up, you'll never see your daughter again when we break up, when we divorce. So that made you hang on. It made you do anything you could to keep it together, you know, so that you were with your children, mate. You're with your children. Because the only thing that'll matter to you boys, I swear to God, mate, the only thing that'll matter to you are your kids, are your children. If you've never had children, then it'll be your animal. It'll be your dog, your cat, or whatever. They become your children. And you're treated that way too. They're always treated as your kids. How you doing, Croatia? I hope you're good, man. Kempsey, how you doing, Kempsey? Nice to see you, man. Thanks for popping in, saying hello.
And the other thing is I know that really different Sorry, I know you hang around Daryl all day.
I drink with Daryl. I met him about 6 months ago.
Anyway,
I only met him.
yeah, you know,
I don't know half of it.
in Wiltshire,
Yeah. Yeah.
I've known him for over 30 years.
Yeah, he was here the other week. He's the top nagger, mate. Well, I don't like him either.
Oh, I got no.
I see, I don't know him either. I only know him from over the years.
How long you want on the bus for?
I've been off with school here.
Well, you won't be able to celebrate Australia Day, mate. It's never celebrated here. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit, bro. On the last day, it's the day before Australia Day, and that's when it gets cancelled. It's the day before. Right up till then, they'll let you think there's going to be a parade, everything is sweet, everything is cool. Christmas, New Year's, Mardi Gras, same as that festival in the city, that once a year in the city, the same thing. They cancel it every year, okay? Because it's in fear, mate. It's in fear. All it takes is one phone call. We don't like the celebrations. It's against our religion. We don't recommend that you go forward with it, rah. And that's all it takes. Because they live in fear. Because they will get in a car and they will drive through the car. They will harm people, mate. And that is to make sure that the following year that concert gets cancelled. It's the last time that concert will be online. It happens every year, and they really hate the Australia flag. Like they hate the Australian flag. Okay, so they don't like seeing the flag being waved, or you celebrate Australia Day. Yeah, they hate that. They absolutely hate it. The same as Christmas, Easter. They hate the Easter bunny, mate. Okay, you want to fuck them up? All you do is you hire an Easter bunny outfit, and you go and dance outside of a mosque and see what happens. See what happens, man. See what happens. It's not the religion of peace, mate. Okay. It's all peaceful as long as you keep your mouth shut. It's all peaceful. But the minute you open your mouth up, it's a different ballgame. Yeah, it's every year. They don't even like posters, mate. They don't like the flag, Australia flag. Yeah, they don't like that. That offends them. It's fucking, you know. I'm not a big fan, okay? I'm not a big fan, boys. The minute that they burnt the flag, they burned the Australia flag at the protest. Yeah, the minute they did that, that's it for them, for me. You know, I don't like any of them. I don't like none of them, okay? They burnt our flag, mate, at their protest. It's so weird, bro. Like they will come here on their holidays or whatever from another country. They will protest and call down our country, run our country down, and the government doesn't do anything about it. Nothing, bro. Seriously, man. Like, you know, if me and you went out and we hold an Australian flag in our hand, we're called right-wing extremists.
See, mate. See, boys. Thank you, sir. Lady.
We're called right-wing extremists. If you've got a Palestinian flag in your hand, yeah, it's not even. It's all sweet. You can have an ISIS flag, mate, a black and white one, running around. That's not a problem. You know, they burn our flag at the protest. That's not a problem. You know, the only problem is, mate, because you're talking about it. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, we don't like that. Okay. But now, once they burn your flag, once they burn the country's flag, no, they all need to go. They need to go. You understand? And we need to find who they are. Well, you know, they've got their faces all covered up. And it's so weird, dude, because they bring in these new laws in Australia, and it doesn't apply to them. It doesn't. It only applies to the right-wing, you know, right-wing extremists. And I find that amazing that any person standing there with an Australian flag in their hand, you know, protesting freedom, that's a right-wing extremist. That's what the government calls them, a right-wing extremist, mate, because you've got your own flag and you're protesting someone else's Palestinian flag. So basically, you've got no right to protest. Shut the fuck up, and you know, you have to obey what they're asking you to do. No, man, I found it very unfair. That's everywhere. Yeah, it's like everywhere in the USA, man, or any Western nation. That is how they get a foothold. You know, they scream out minority rights, minority rights, minority rights. You know, we haven't got any rights. We haven't got any rights. Under Sharia law, there is no minority rights. Okay, as soon as they get power, yeah, there's no minority rights. There's no rights for anybody. It's just Sharia. Okay, and then so you think to yourself, okay, then you want Sharia, so you go and look up on YouTube or TikTok Sharia law, and you go and look at these countries that are already on Sharia law. They're all shitholes. Every one of them are a fucking shithole country, and no wonder these people are fucking so busting to get on a plane and come over to a Western country. Okay, you know what I mean? But that's the weird part of it. You know, they feel like they've got to share their shit everywhere they go. You know, instead of coming here and enjoying the life that Australia offers them, they come here and they want to change it. They want to change you. They want to change me. They don't like the food. They don't like the fucking laws. You know, they don't like your religion. So they've got to change it, mate. And the only way they can change it, or in the past, is through jihad. But now they're more smarter. You know, they're going after political seats of power. That's what they're going after. You know, they're going after councillors, mayor seats of power, where they can actually change the laws. That's what they want to do. So you can expect them to be all nice and quiet until they get political power. And as soon as they get political power, that's when they will bring in their own laws. That's when Sharia law gets introduced. And the proof of that is Mamdani. You know, Mamdani in New York, Well, look at the wolf in the sheep's clothing, mate. How he pretended that he was for freedom and for Americans and New Yorkers and everything else. And look at the new laws that he's bringing out, mate. Already, mate. New York, man. Look at the laws that you have to live under because you're governed by a Muslim. Thank you, miss. All right, the mayor's Muslim, council members are Muslim, everybody's a fucking Muslim, mate. And look what the fuck is going on with New York, brothers. In New York right now, in America, the freest country in the world, you've got a five prayer meeting in the morning, mate. You got 5 times you got to pray to fucking hear the Islamic call to prayer, mate. 5 times a day. Cop that, sucker. Cop that, you fucking Americans. You free fucking Americans. You get in there and do some praying, mate. Fucking 4 days, three times a day. 3 times a day, 5 days a week. Okay? Can you imagine if they had church bells, mate, and they rang the church bells 3 times a day, starting from 5 a.m. in the morning, and they rang the church bells? Can you imagine the fucking screaming that would go down, mate? The amount of complaining that would fucking come out? But because you've got a mayor for a fucking Muslim for a mayor, this has all become normal now. So for the next fucking 3 years or 4 years, whatever it is, you're going to be hearing morning prayers. You must be so happy, America, that you wake up in your free democracy and you're run by fucking Sharia. This is only the start, man. It's only just the start of it. Wait until he gets more power. Wait until they start bringing in the new shit. Immigrants are going to run the joint. And it's going to go to shit, dude. Well, it's already gone to shit because you're already fucking praying 5 times a fucking day. Right, there's his packet of cigarettes for him. Get back on that bus, mate. Yeah, you're not the land of the free no more, buddy. You are land of the fucking governed, mate. We all are. Australia's doomed, mate, but not as bad as America. Do you realise how much fraud they're gonna find out about, mate? You're looking at, I don't know, I estimate 90 billion, $100 billion just in fraud. All the money's been siphoned off. They've all got mansions and fucking sports cars, mate. And meanwhile, your homeless are on the street. The homeless are on the street, buddy. I like driving this dog mad, mate. Fucking annoys the hell out of him. I like doing that. Every time I go past, I annoy the fucking dog, mate. And then this dog goes off. I'm very easily entertained, okay? I can just walk backwards and forwards on... Oh, he's a beautiful dog. Big old grandpa dog, mate. So, I estimate that fraud, mate, to be, 100 billion throughout America by the time it's all said and done. I think it's going to get worse and worse. They're just going to investigate it. It's going to be worse and worse. They'll find out worse things, mate, the more they investigate it. It's a tiny, mate. Oh, not long, mate, not long. How you doing, John? I hope you're well and happy today, viewer. I hope you're well and you're happy. I hope you got someone in your life that loves you, that isn't all fake and fucking horrible. Fuck, it was horrible, man. These fake fucking women, mate. And, but that's okay. It wasn't hidden, mate. It was right in front of me. I was supposed to get the hint early. I was supposed to be fucking, be all heartbroken and leave all crying and shit. So when that didn't happen, man, the person made the situation even worse and worse so that you'd get the idea to get out, to get out of it. And that's all it was about, mate. She was very, very frustrated that she weren't getting the hint. So it was trying to work out a way of just making your life a living hell. Just fucking anything they could, mate. Just to fuck your day up, okay? So no, mate. No, mate, no. Fuck, dude, I never even got laid. Fucking joke, brother. I never even got laid, bro. That sucks, man. That really sucks. best way to preserve yourself when you're married. You know what I mean? Preserve yourself, mate. Save yourself for the next guy. You know? Fuck. Hey, Drew, I do own nothing and be happy, bro. You already own nothing, man. You don't have to wait for 2030. You don't own anything. It's just an illusion. Everything you think you own, the government owns it. Like they really do, even your children. When you register your children, mate, you don't own them anymore. You register your car to the thing, you don't own the car anymore. You got to ask permission to drive the car. You know what I mean? You know, they wanted to bring in meters on the dashboard, meters, mate, of how far you drive, and they were going to charge per kilometre, mate. So how is that your vehicle, bro? How are they going to fucking charge you per kilometre to drive the car? It's not your fucking vehicle. It's not your house. You can pay your house off for the next 30. You could own your own home, right? And then every year you're just paying council rates, right? Yeah, what happens if you don't pay the council rates? What happens? Okay? It only takes $5,000 and a council will come and repossess your house. They'll put in possession of your house. Okay? They'll put in a claim against your home. It doesn't take a whole lot. It only takes $5,000 or more of land tax. That's what they charge you. That's why they charge you land tax, so that they always have that over you. Okay? You never own your own property, man, ever. You never own it. You just think you own it. And even if you think you own it and you right, where's the paperwork for it? Where's the paperwork? The paperwork doesn't exist anymore. All of the paperwork has been burnt and put into a computer. So you're relying on an e-certificate, mate, from the government on the computer. So if the power goes down and you can't get the e-certificate, well then how do you prove you own the property? You can't. You can't prove anything. So the illusion, you know, people have, you know, don't really wake up to it because they're watching football, mate. You know, they're too busy enjoying their life. You know, who thinks of these kind of things? You know, because you just don't think that they would do that. But 100% they'll do that. 100,000%. You know, like these people on the stock market, mate, with this blockchain thing, and they're going to tokenize everything in the world. Like absolutely everything. Every tree, every branch, everything is going to have a tokenized value. So that's all this, to the politicians, mate, and the people that run the joint, which is the bankers, we are fucked. Like we are paying $1 trillion a year just in interest rate to a private bank. You know, a private bank owned by 4 families, and they own the whole fucking banking system, the entire fucking system. So, no, man, you know, like you never own your fucking shit, dude. You never own it. You're living in an illusion, you know, an illusion. You're allowed to buy and sell it or whatever, but yeah, the government can change the law at any time. It looks out for itself, man, its own survival. It doesn't look out for the public survival. It doesn't give a fuck. Thank you, driver. It's an illusion, buddy.
Next stop, Gamble Road.
Your day was horrible. Why? Every day's horrible, mate. As long as you wake up. As long as you wake up, mate, in a bit of peace. That's all I worry about, mate. I don't really care about anything else. I've got to try and move on. And that's the hard part, bro. You know, they expect you to move on from your kids, mate, your own children. They want you to move on. I don't know how anyone can do that. It's a beautiful day, mate. It's a beautiful day. I hope you've got a busy week coming up, man.
Stops at Mechanics Road.
In the bus, mate, in the bus. Heading down to the beach, bro. Go down to the beach for a little while. Go for a walk on the beach. Go to the supermarket maybe, I don't know. It's still sunny outside, dude. It's like 6 o'clock at night. Check that out, man. Fucking, what is it, like 5:30, bro? Look at that sunshine, man. Fucking beautiful. China would be snowing right now. It'd be cold and snowing in China. I remember being over there during this time. A nice place to visit. Fuck, we got some big ass fucking women here, man. We got some big ass fucking women. We got some chunkies over here, buddy. We got fucking chunkies over here, I'll tell you. Like, it'd be a nightmare, you know? It's fucking, you know, she says go down on it, right? You'd fucking be sitting there just wondering where it is. Fucking all the wrinkles and shit. You gotta fold them all back and fucking, you gotta search the cunt, right? It's just fucking leg muscles and leg crinkles and fucking, you just just slide it in anywhere, it doesn't matter. There's a fucking, you got plenty of slots, right? It's fucking, that's disgusting, man. It's absolutely disgusting. Fuck. I haven't been on TikTok for a while. I did for a little while, I suppose, but yeah, not a lot. Just having fun. Just heading back to the beach, man. It's quick and easy, mate, for this guy, you know, to go and do what he asked me to do. And he gives me $5 for doing it. So $5 is $5, mate. No, actually, I hadn't thought about that. I hadn't thought about that, mate. I very rarely tipping on, mate. I very rarely do that. I didn't do it when I came on, mate. So charge him an extra $3. I didn't think about that, man. I'll remember it next time. I'll charge him. Otherwise, it's pretty quick. It's, you know, like, you know, the whole trip is half an hour or something like that. It's not far. And I like going to the beach, mate. So I thought to myself, well, I've got to walk down there anyway. I want to go and have a look.
at Bellevue Crescent.
So I don't mind. It doesn't cost $5 in a bus, okay? It won't be long, man. I hope you've got some good plans for this year, viewer. I've been trying to think of what I want to do. And I think for me, man, it's just like peace of mind is the most important thing for me. So I think I'll just do what I'm doing now. Just do the few days a week and that's it, sit back, okay? I'm on my own. I haven't got any children to take care of. No relatives or anything like that. Just on my own. I don't think we'll see Echo. I don't think we'll even, like ever. I don't think we'll ever see Echo. Real shame, man. Real shame that the women of nowadays, mate, they think it's acceptable that your child never sees their father, and then they'll actually try and convince themselves that it's the child's idea, it's the child's idea to never see their father again. I don't know a single child, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to say, I don't want to see their parent. But the other parent will stand there telling you, oh no, she doesn't want to see you, she doesn't want to speak to you, But that's what they're willing to do. That's what the latest woman will do nowadays, mate. And there's a lot of men that just don't see their children, and it's a real shame on the children, for the children. It's a real shame. For some reason, these women, they think they're so fucking special and entitled, that their children don't need a father. You don't need a father, I had my father when I was growing up, but you're not allowed to have yours, okay? Yeah, you're not allowed to have your father. She grew up with a mother and father. That's horrible, man. My little daughter. I remember when she seen me at the shopping centre. I remember, I was like standing maybe 10 feet away, and she didn't know I was there. She didn't see me, and she said to the lady, "Where's my daddy? Where's my daddy? Where's my daddy?" Like they kept asking the lady, "Where's my daddy?" So I was like walking on the side of them. She didn't see me, and like she just come running up to me straight away and gave me a big hug. Daddy, daddy, daddy. And I remember on that day, when it was over, like 2 hours later, the visit was over, and like my daughter didn't want to leave, and we had to convince her, that this won't be the only time you see your daddy. We're going to make another appointment. You're going to see your daddy again. And the lady promised her, she promised Echo that she was going to make a booking, and you can see your daddy again, and it won't be the only time you see your daddy. And that's the only way we could get her to happily walk away. And she never seen her daddy again. And then the mother went and filed a complaint with the business, filed a complaint with them, and refused to use their services again. And that was the end of that. Never heard of that contact centre again. That's how they play it, bro. That's how they play it. And they don't do it without any hesitation. They do it with a big smile on their face. It's a real shame, man. That haunts me. Like, that's haunted me for ages. You know, the look on my daughter's face, you know, when the lady said, okay, we have to go now. And, like, my daughter's looking at me, and she didn't want to go anywhere, man. You know, and I had to promise her, you know, that we're definitely going to see me again. And the lady had to promise her, you're going to see... Thank you, driver. The lady promised that you're going to see your dad again. You know, we had to do all of that, mate. And my little Echo, you know. And here we are, mate, fucking 4 years later, and she hasn't seen her dad, hasn't spoken to him. And yet that person will go into the courtroom, mate, and say, your daughter doesn't want to see you anymore, doesn't want to speak to you anymore. And you say, well, I haven't spoken to her in all this time, so how would she have those feelings? Oh, no, well, you yelled at her all those years ago. You yelled, you know, so she's traumatised. And then I said, well, she's seen me 3 times since. Here is the supervision order. Here is the report. Oh, no, that doesn't apply. That doesn't apply because, you know, she's still traumatised, So why wasn't she traumatised during the visit? Why wasn't she upset during the visit when I seen her? You know, I spent 2 hours here, 2 hours there, 2 hours there. How come in that 6 hours there was no problems? You know? But the court just ignores it, man. The court just ignores what you're saying, buddy. And they gave her full custody, mate. They gave her full custody, man. And told me that I'm never allowed to see Echo or speak to her or go near her. I'm not allowed to know anything about her. And that's after 4 years in family law court. After 4 years. And I did everything they asked me to do. Everything. With flying colours, man. I passed everything. So no, mate. Me and my little daughter had no chance, brother. We really had absolutely no chance. So now my little daughter hasn't got a dad. Or she hasn't got her real dad anyway. And she'll be told a whole bunch of lies, mate. A whole bunch of fucking lies is what she will be told. Just like my first 2 children, mate. You know, just like them, they were told that dad was a junkie, mate. You know, they were told dad was a junkie, and then as soon as that wore off, they told my children that he was in jail. Your dad's in jail. So that's what these women will fucking stoop so low to do, mate. And they'll do that in order for their the next boy or the next man that steps up, so that he can be the father. He can be a father. That's why they do that, man. They do that so that they've got a clean slate, and that man's able just to step straight in and be the father. And look what happened to that, mate. Anyway, that's my little trip, mate. I thought I'd share it with you, man, just to go and give that guy a packet of smokes. And I thought, well, I haven't seen you blokes in a few weeks. So I thought I'd pop in, mate, and say hello. I hope you're all happy, healthy and well today. You know, because I fucking care about you and I love you, right? There's no one here today, mate, is there, on a Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock? There's no one there. It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbour. Won't you be mine, won't you be mine, won't you be my neighbour? Right, you guys want to go to the beach for a little while or what? I don't know if you do or you don't. Oh, thanks, man. I miss you too, John. I hope you're well and happy, man. And I hope you got someone in your life that loves you. Like, for real love. Not no fucking bullshit fucking love, mate. No fake-ass fucking woman love. You know? I was watching videos this morning on my Facebook memories, mate. You know, and the way the person was, you know, it's just fuck. Just absolutely no love at all. Fucking at all, mate. The person hated you. Hated you from the fucking get-go. Couldn't stand you. Didn't even want to be in the same room as you, you know. And that is why they were the way they were, mate. In order to kill to kill any feelings, to kill any, you know, like, so to force you to leave, basically. Because that's what the person wants you to do. They want you to get in the car and take your clothing and just leave. And they expect to have fucking everything, mate. Everything. Like, the bitch was fucking unhappy, man. She had to give me any money for the house at all. As far as she's concerned, it's her home. So no, how dare you even get any money for that? And I'll keep all of any of your property that you keep here, and I'll decide what you should leave, what you should take. And basically, in her fucking criminal mind, you only get your clothing and the fucking second-hand car, and that's it. You don't get anything else. So all of your comics, your statues, everything you collected before you met the person, mate, yeah, they own that too. Okay, they get to choose what you take and what you don't take. They fucking cruel bitches, man. Women are fucking cruel, mate. They really are. When it comes down to it, they are cruel. And the whole time they'll look at you and go, it's your fault. It's your fault, it's your fault. So I don't know why you'd want to bother with them, man. I don't understand the benefit of it. I've been there twice now. I've been married twice. And I'm telling you, man, there is fucking zero benefit to it. I mean, unless you've got someone that really, really loves you, you know, which is a 20% chance. But I've never had that, man. I've never had that at all, ever. I'm sick of doing the cleaning and cooking for somebody. I watch these videos now on fucking TikTok, bro, and none of these women cook or clean. They fucking hate it. They hate cooking and cleaning. But they expect you to come home and do the cooking and cleaning. You know, they expect you to do the 24-hour childcare, you know. Like, it's pretty disgusting, their mentality and their entitlement. So I'm just glad I'm too old to have to deal with that nowadays. And I've never met anybody that's happy, a woman that's happy to be with you. They're only there on a purpose. There's a reason why they're talking to me. There's a reason for it. You know what I mean? And that's all you were. You signed the paperwork. And then after that, you can go. After that, you're of absolutely no use to me. I don't even want to talk to you. I don't even speak your language. Don't even talk to me in English. I spent my entire fucking time with that person, mate, and didn't speak any English at all. Nothing. It was all Chinese the whole fucking time I knew the person. She hated fucking English, hated talking it, hated communication, hated any communication at all. Have a look at some of the videos, man, and you can easily tell the person doesn't want to fucking talk to you. Not even hello. It's sign the paperwork, mate, and get in your car and take your clothing and leave. Fancy ass restaurant in there, man. Expensive. Yeah, man, I share my shit so that you don't have to put up with it. So that you learn, mate. You can learn from it, okay? And you'll know not to fucking put up with that shit. Let them be on their own, man. Let them be strong and independent all on their fucking own with their girlfriends and their cats. Okay?
It is actually, I don't know.
Your life will be more fulfilling, gentlemen. More fulfilling than chasing fucking vag, mate. Okay? Because you'll spend your entire fucking time chasing after this fucking person who you can never keep happy. You can never keep her happy, don't you understand? It doesn't matter what the fuck you do, she's going to find something that she doesn't like. I mean, mine never happy. It didn't matter what the fuck I did. It didn't matter the amount of money that you gave her. You know, she's happy for the 10 minutes, and then after that she is back to the ignoring, back to the fucking I don't talk English. You know, back to the same old fucking shit you were dealing with an hour ago. And the fakeness, mate. Don't put up with any of these fake bitches, dude. You know, unless you've got children with them and you've got to put up with them to stay with your children. But otherwise, just shag them, mate, and send them home. Shag the shit out of them, mate, and send them home. Don't even fucking live with them. You know, be like I was when I was young. You know, you shag them all the weekend and then you send them home on Sunday night. And I'll see you again on Friday next week. That's what you should be fucking doing. You know, you talk to my first marriage, man, and she'll tell you that's how I was. You know, you talk to Susie, you talk to Louise, you talk to fucking any of the chicks that I had before I got married, and they will tell you I never lived with him. I went and stayed with him over the weekend, and then I went home. And that's what you should be doing, man. You should be, you know, because once you let them into your home, mate, you let them into your heart. And once you let them into your heart, then they have control over your emotions. And when they have control over your emotions is when they'll start destroying your fucking life. Okay? Women don't handle power too well, mate. They don't handle it. They overdo it. They overstretch that power limit. And they push it and push it and push it to the extreme. And that's what I had. That's what I had. It didn't matter what I did, man. It didn't matter. I was never going to be sweet. Never, ever, ever. I mean, imagine you turn to your girlfriend, right, and you say, oh, look, why don't we go overseas for a month? You know, we'll go overseas for a month, you know? And when you go over there, man, you end up in the spare room for fucking a whole month. And the person doesn't come anywhere near you. You don't get to shag her, mate. You don't get to fucking touch the person, man, for an entire month. You haven't touched her for a month before you left. You haven't touched her for the entire month that you were there. Now you got to wait another month for her to return. That's 3 fucking months. And this person does not give a fuck. She's happy, mate. So you better wake up to these red flags, boys, okay? Please wake up to them and realise who you're dealing with when you're dealing with these women nowadays. You are a lot better off, mate, to just work hard, save your paper, get some fucking metal, okay? Make sure you get metal under you, boys. Man, if you haven't got gold and silver right now, you're a fucking idiot. You really are a fucking idiot. Especially if you've got paper sitting in the bank. You are even more of a fool. You know, I've been telling you this since silver was $30 an ounce. I've been telling you this. I've been screaming it from the fucking every live stream. I was telling you to get hold of some metal, get hold of some metal. Put your money into the metal. And no one fucking listened to me. And you all laughed at me. You all laughed at me and made fun of me in the fucking comment section. Yeah, who's laughing now, you fucking retards? Huh? Who's laughing now? Your ass is sitting there with not a fucking single fucking dime, mate. You haven't got a single fucking ounce. You know? Centrelink is just enough to live. I don't know about that, man. As long as you don't buy anything, it's fine. But other than that, you're fucked. Like, seriously, dude, like, you got no chance of surviving on Centrelink, mate, depending on what kind of rent you pay. But for me, I've got $180 left over, man, to last for 2 weeks after I pay rent, electricity, telephone, you know, the internet, whatever. Yeah, about $180 to last for 2 weeks. So not a fucking lot, mate. I don't know about you, but fucking it's not a lot. So you go a couple of nights without eating, mate. You go a couple of days without any food. You know, the odd day here and there you fast, mate. I just call it fasting. Like last night I had a meat pie for dinner. That's the truth. I had a meat pie for dinner, okay? I've got no groceries at home. I've got no food in the fridge. I've got a bottle of chocolate milk, I think, in the fridge. And I bought a thing of milk today to make some coffee. But yeah, man, it's not exactly a rich life. But I wake up in peace, man. You know, I get a little bit of pocket money from doing this minding thing or cleaning gig. I get a little bit of pocket money through that. But not enough to be taken off the Centrelink, mate. Not enough for that. Just enough to top it up, yeah? But no flash lifestyle, mate. No, not at all. I'm really happy I got my little place, though. Like, that nowadays has become like hen's teeth. So I'd be very... I'm very lucky to have where I live. Like, really, really lucky. So that's why I pay the amount that I do. I'm $360 a week. That's what I pay. So, you know, at $720 every 2 weeks. So, you know, you only get a grant, you only get $900, $980, mate. So, you know, you're left over with $260 to last you for the 2 weeks. Take your electricity, your water, your gas, and maybe your internet. You know, you got once a month internet payment. So you can understand why you're not living any flash lifestyle, mate. And the way that food costs these days, Come on, man, it's $5 for a loaf of bread. You know, for fuck's sake. It's $12 for a packet of 4 fucking meat pies, frozen meat pies, that are fucking horrible. They're just horrible. You know, can't stand the fucking things, mate. I had one for dinner last night, and it was absolutely fucking horrid. You know, but I've got one more frozen meat pie in the fridge, and I'll probably have that for tonight's dinner. You know, that'll be tonight's. No, mate, I've been going to food banks. You know, I'm not complaining. I didn't come on and ask anybody for anything or complain or say anything to anything. You know, I only said something because you asked. But, you know, I'm just happy I live in peace. You know, I don't live underneath that fucking Nazi communist fucking rule, mate, that I was living underneath. That black shadow walking around behind me everywhere, you know? And fucking fake as fuck. Absolutely the fakest fucking person I've ever had to deal with, ever. And lie, fucking lie. I've never seen a person lie so fucking much, straight to your face, just fucking lie. You know, I wonder if do people actually believe their own lies, or do they know they're lying? Or do they tell the lie so much that to them it's real? You know, it becomes real, it becomes reality, yeah? But in the real world, it's a fucking lie, yeah? Like, just blatantly lie to your face, you know? Yeah, man, you'll know it, bro. You'll know it when the person loves you, man, okay? And you'll know when you're dealing with fake shit, okay? You'll know. It doesn't take much to put it to the test. And these women are fucking terrible at tests, mate. They're only good at giving the test. They're not very good at taking the test. They don't fucking like that, but they love giving a test. They like you to prove to them everything and anything. But them proving to you, yeah, who do you think you are? Okay? You know, that's misogyny. You know, that's what do they call that? You know, toxic masculinity. But them asking you to fucking explain yourself, well, that's empowering. You know, that's women's power, you know? So it's a totally different flip side of the coin. So they've got the power and you don't, basically. And I've learnt that really severely. I really have. I've learnt that. I don't know if you can appeal in family law court. I don't know. I don't know. I need to save some money and maybe get rich again and go for it again, you know? Because I don't understand how they've got the right to take your child from you for the rest of your life. You know, you are never to have any contact with your daughter. And for what fucking reason can you tell me that? Now, of course, I'm put on the mute, right? In the court, you put on mute because you're not allowed to ask any questions. How dare you? But these female judges and these female lawyers, mate, they'll gladly take your children from you. And they don't blink. They don't blink, man. You know, and it doesn't dawn on them, you know, that maybe they're not correct, you know. But what harm are you doing to the child? You know, because I've got my contact reports and you're trying to tell me my daughter doesn't want to see me, doesn't want to talk to me. Here's the contact reports. Have you read these? Because it doesn't say that in this, and this is the contact that I've had with my daughter. You know, everything else you're talking about is imaginary. Okay, it's all imaginary. It's in your head. I haven't had any contact with her. So therefore, how could she have those feelings? You know, here's the contact. This is what my daughter really thinks of me. You've got no chance, gentlemen. You really haven't. You're better off just to be on your own, save your money, get your life together and make yourself happy. Do not let them move in. Do not move in with them. Never sign your fucking house or property over to them. Never believe and trust them when they say to you how much they love you. I love you, Charlie. I love you so much. We're always going to be together. Don't you trust me? Yeah, don't ever believe any of that. I knew at the time it was bullshit. I really did. I knew that was the fakest fucking shit that I've ever heard in my life. But I thought, hey, I've got to trust it. I've got to trust it. I want to be with Echo, so I've got to trust it, right? And you're hoping that it's true. You're hoping that those words are real, but you know in your heart they're not. You know, so make sure you don't go through any of that, gentlemen. You know, make sure you don't. Don't ever sign your fucking property over, bro. Don't ever fucking trust a woman, okay? Don't ever do that. Because I'm telling you, as soon as you've done that, she's going to get rid of you straight away. Straight away, she's going to do her best to get you fucking out of the life, mate. She wants your property, bro. She wants your resources. And she wants them for free. She doesn't want to pay anything. She doesn't want to pay you anything for your property. She doesn't want to pay for fucking nothing. She wants it all for free. Okay? Because this pussy's expensive, okay? This pussy is gold, okay? You want some of this fucking down here? It's very, very expensive fucking snatcho, okay? You never get any of it. You can have a little lick every now and again, okay? You can have a little look every fucking 2 months or 3 months, but that's about it, okay? So that's how they keep you stringed on, mate. They keep you stringing you on and stringing you along and stringing you along until you get totally heartbroken and your mind is fucked. And then they can get rid of you. And then as soon as you say the word no, or as soon as you don't agree with whatever they want, they can call you misogynist and toxic and, you know, just because you didn't want to agree to them. And that's what they all do, man. All of them do that, boys. And ladies, you know I'm telling you the truth. And, you know, and whatever they say to you, gentlemen, make sure you put on the end of it, for now. You know, I love you, it's for now. Okay? You know, I'll always be with you, for now. Okay? I'll always love you, I'll always be with you. Don't you trust me? For now. Okay? Because her feelings can change, mate, really, really quick. Really, really quick. Okay? All she's got to do is meet someone that she thinks is better, or she communicates better with, or has more money than you. Anything like that. And that's it, your ass will be gone. They'll even set it up, mate, while they're with you. They will set it up while they're with you, mate. The first one had a fucking boyfriend for 3 months, dude. I had no idea. I thought she was going over to visit her friends, going over to study. That's what I was told. And the whole time it's fucking both of us, mate. Both of us are fucking shagging it, mate. And it doesn't even think about it. It doesn't twig to it at all, man. You know, she's just getting one ready to get rid of the other one. Okay? And that's all they did. Yep. So they'll gladly look at you in the face, they'll tell you how much they love you, and then they'll turn away and go and talk to another man. And they won't even think about it. They won't even blink. Okay? That's women's empowerment, mate. Women's empowerment. Just do me a favour, boys. Whenever they say anything to you, don't trust a fucking word they say. And if they say it to you, put for now on the end of it. Okay, because it's only for now that it exists. Okay, 10 minutes from now, tomorrow, the next week, next month, yeah, it may not exist. Okay? So that's just how they roll, mate. And the more men that realise that, the safer you will be. And it won't cost you your property. It won't cost you anything. You know? Look at these rich guys, mate. You know what they have to do, mate, to safeguard themselves? Everything's got to go in their mum's name. Everything they buy, they put in their mum's name, mate. Why do you think they do that, boys? They do that because they fucking know that this woman is going to divorce them. You know, before they get married to them, they go, fuck, I really want to fuck this chick. The same as me. I really want to shag this chick, you know, I really like her, I can see myself banging the shit out of this chick forever, right? They say the same things to themselves, mate, about these models. The model looks at the footballer and says, yeah, I'm going to sort you out. Fucking, I'll sort you out. And within 2 years, she's filed for divorce. And she wants half his $50 million assets. She wants the house, she wants the car, she wants alimony, she wants cooks, cleaners, she wants a chauffeur. Okay? That's what they'll do, mate. They come in with a plan. When a man meets a woman, mate, you know, we don't have a plan. We don't, man. Come on, man. We don't have a plan. You know, we just say hello, how you doing? What, you know, we're trying to get in their pants, mate. When a woman meets a man, it's all planned. Everything they fucking do and say is a plan. You know, where do you live? That's the first thing they'll ask you. Where do you live? What job do you have? What car do you drive? That is the first thing that a woman will ask a man. And that's just to put you into the equation, mate. What are you worth? What are you worth, man? What are you worth? How much money have you got? And then you might spend some time with you. Yeah? Mate, I had that shit worked out when I was young, mate. Since I was young. Me and my mates, my mate Danny taught me this years and years ago. Danny and Jason taught me that years and years ago. So that's what they used to tell them, that they're airline pilots. You know, the chick could ask you, what do you do? An airline pilot. Where do you live? South Yarra. Fucking South Yarra. Like it's the fucking, you know, the most expensive part of Melbourne. You know, what car do you drive? Oh, I've got a Porsche. I've got a Porsche parked out the front. You know, just fucking tell them anything they want. Okay, George Costanza. Do a George Costanza, mate. He's an accountant. What was it? Architect. He told the women he was an architect. Yeah, become an architect for the day, mate. Okay? Well, we used to tell the boys that we're going into we're in a rock and roll band. We're in a rock and roll band, and we're just here playing the pubs, the local pubs. And I'm a guitarist. He's the lead singer. Mate, they want to talk fucking fantasy. Give them a fantasy. Give them a fantasy, man. Give them a fantasy. They want a really rich guy. Give them a rich guy. Give them a rich guy, bro. It'll only matter after you've seen the colour of the panties, mate. Okay? Da, 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 da. Well, you don't have to be dumb, mate. You can just be trusting. You know, you can be trusting this person that's talking a lot of shit. That's just fucking lying, basically. That's the actual truth. They're lying to your face, mate. They're blatantly just lying straight up. You know, we'll always be together. I'll always love you. Remember that? You know, we'll always be together. Don't you trust me? Don't you trust me? You know, you should trust me, okay? Because I'm thinking of both of us. I'm thinking of the best for both of us, right? No, she's fucking not. You know, I can tell you, man, I swear to you on a Bible, dude, the minute that I signed that piece of paper, that fucking person became the fucking devil, mate. They became Hitler, okay? You know, 1,000 rules exist after that. 1,000 fucking rules, mate. You can't live under this person's rules. There are so much. They had so much fucking control. They would tell you where to take your shoes off at the front door. They would tell you that, oh no, I'm not happy with the floor. I need you to go in and mop the floor. You're thinking to yourself, why don't you fucking mop the floor, you fat fuck? You know what I mean? Like, fuck, you think you're so fucking special. You know, like you look at me and I'm fat and ugly, am I? You look in the fucking mirror lately? You ever look in the mirror? Do you see fucking what? What do you see? Okay, because you look at me and you say you're fat, you're old, you're ugly. Ugh. That's how they talk to you, bro. You're old, fat, and ugly. That's exactly what they say. No, it's cigarettes. No money for that. Just cigarettes. I just sit down and have a cigarette. I'll do it off camera. Sorry. In his own chat, mate, they're telling him to go to the nangs. They're telling him when are you going to go and score? You know what I mean? They're not there to encourage him or to make him feel better about himself, or, you know, like they're actually trying to tell him to go and get some nangs. You know, when are we going to get some alcohol? Are you going to go and get a drink now? You know, like they're running the kid down, mate. A little bit of a chop, mate. A little bit of a chop, mate. Yeah, fucking some chop fucking happening, brother. Fuck. Get some chop happening, mate. Oh. Oh. Oh, fuck. No, mate, make sure you get some metal, please. I'm telling you, boy, straight up. Okay, if you're on the wrong side of this, then yeah, it's on you. It's on you, mate. If you're on the wrong side of this, okay. If you've got paper sitting in a bank, and you don't go and cash it in for some metal, then you are fucking stupid. Okay, I'm serious. There is going to be a whole new evaluation done, mate, a whole new reset, a whole new banking system, the digital and all of that is going to come in. We already know that they're pushing it. And it's a matter of time before this shit gets set up. Okay? So once the digital comes in, mate, I thought that would be the, that's the finish of it, right? I mean, I didn't know anything about the industrial use. I really didn't. All these years, I didn't know they used fucking silver in computers and phones and fucking missiles and solar panels and basically everything electronic. Everything. Like, I didn't know. I had no idea. I just thought that it was steel or copper or... I never even actually thought about it. And that is why they had those people wanting your phones. Remember, like 12 months ago, they were asking people to hand in their old phones. If you've got any old phones, throw them in here. We will recycle them for you. I couldn't understand what was going on, right? I'm scratching my head at that one. That's because of the gold content. The gold and silver content in the phone. They strip them all down and melt the fucking gold out of them, mate. So, if you're getting the phones for free and you're able to recycle them with some acid and stuff, mate, that's free gold. No, mate, you need to get some metal. You honestly really do. You need to get some metal. People are going to be really surprised, mate, if it all gets reset, if it all gets redone. And that's what I'm expecting to do, mate. That's what I'm expecting to happen. Okay, by the time these companies are done and the Tesla comes in, mate, what happens if Tesla needs more fucking silver for its machines, mate? You've got the richest guy in the world, man. That's it. There is no number on a piece of paper that he can't write. He's worth $400 billion or whatever it is. And then there's people that are more wealthier than him. What happens if they come in, mate, and he needs it for his Teslas? He's trying to sign the mines up. He's trying to make a contract directly with the mines. I mean, I won't be surprised, mate, if they go in and they buy the mine up. Seriously, I really don't. I don't. If you're going to go and buy X, why wouldn't you buy a fucking gold mine or a silver mine and stuff like that? It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. But we're at $80 an ounce. $80 an ounce, bro. Fuck. We closed at 140. 140 an ounce in Australia on Friday. 140 fucking dollars an ounce, mate. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, this shit was at $25 an ounce, $30 an ounce when I was telling you to buy it and you were all laughing at me. You were laughing at me, telling me how much of a fool I am, telling me how much of a waste of money it is and stuff like that. Fuck. Yeah, man, gold and silver talks and paper walks. And right now we have hundreds and hundreds of millions of paper contracts on the market. Seriously, dude, they reckon for every 1 ounce of gold, there are 300 ounces promised. Okay? So, it's almost 300 million ounces of silver or something at the moment that are on contracts that are supposed to come into them, be handed in, right, to be cashed in. Because the companies are no longer just trading contracts. You've got to remember that. For years and years, all they did is trade backwards and forwards a piece of paper, and that drove down the price. It was all fake manipulation. Well, who was it? JP Morgan. They paid $950 million, mate. $950 million or $1 billion, I think it was, as a fine for manipulating the silver market. That was the fine. So they've been paying, and they paid the fine, no problem. Just pay the fine. Fucking, it's just part of business, yeah? Just part of business, mate. Because they've been manipulating it for the last 15 to 20 years. Like every single week, you'd see it get hit, mate, with paper contracts and get driven down again. Every single week. Every time it even creeped up for $1 up, mate, it got slammed again, fucking bang straight away with paper contracts. Well, they don't exist anymore, mate. Those paper contracts, yeah, they are getting handed in. They're getting cashed in. So they're getting called in, mate. So, and they don't have the silver. It's not there. It doesn't exist. Okay? So when you've got a big guy, a Tesla come in, Samsung, you've got a big you've got a big manufacturer coming in, mate. Well, if they don't get the silver, the factory closes. Factories close and the jobs get lost. So what do you think a company is going to do to save their company? Spend an extra $20 or $30 on an ounce of silver, or let the company close down? It's just a matter of logic, mate. But it only applies if you've got paper sitting in the bank. It only applies if you've got paper that you're not going to miss, okay? Because it's got to sit into a metal. And you don't get greedy, okay? You're not interested in selling it tomorrow. You're not interested in buying it today, and you've got to have it out the door with a $50 profit margin in fucking 2 hours. Otherwise, you're not happy. It doesn't work that way, okay? It just doesn't work that way. Well, you don't like what I'm saying, Camilla. You can fuck right off, mate, out of the chat. How's that for you, you fucking rat? You don't like what I'm saying? Hit the fucking road, boy. Hit the road, cunt. You're in the wrong fucking place, mate. Go back to Spidey fucking Tehran, mate. Go back to fucking TikTok. Yeah, don't sit in my fucking chat, you low fucking rat. I've got zero fucking patience for you cunts, mate. Fucking zero. Correct, Gnome? Correct, buddy. Uh, 140% this year alone. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time, man. Okay, by the time, just give it another couple of months. I mean, I thought it would have went through the roof already. I mean, I estimated 150 to 180 already. That's what it should be. If we were at inflation, based on the Hunt brothers, $50 high, converted for inflation, it's $309 an ounce. So it's huge. So they flog it down and flog it down. They'll keep it as low as they can, because the companies are trying to buy as much as they can, and they're trying to buy as many shares as they can in the actual mining company, and trying to buy the mine itself. Okay, when a corporation is coming after the mine because they need 150 million fucking ounces, mate. Like you scratch your head, man. You know how much fucking silver that Tesla uses? Or do you know how much the government uses to make missiles? Fucking Samsung, mate. What about Samsung and the new car battery? There's 1 kilo of silver. Every single battery, mate, is 1 kilo of silver. What, do you know how many fucking kilos of silver there are sitting in car batteries? Like, it's unfathomable. You see, because these people, they created their inventions, mate, thinking that it was an everlasting gobstopper. The silver mark, you pull it out all the time, hundreds and hundreds of millions of ounces, rah. Well, that's not the own corporation that's using that metal, mate, to make their products. The more they get in high tech, the more high tech the inventions get, the more metal they use. The more metal, okay. The more powerful the more powerful the product is, like the latest iPhone or the latest car battery or just the latest invention. They use more metal, man, for the circuitry. because it's, uses less heat and stuff like that, and transfers the energy and stuff like that. I never, did you know that a missile uses 1 kilo of silver? Every single missile that America produces or any country produces uses 1 kilo of silver. Every fucking missile. And when they fire it off and it fucking lands, well, it's destroyed. The silver's gone forever. It's never recovered. So, I don't know what that, I knew this shit years and years and years ago. Like years ago, I was telling you boys, get some of this, man. It's been driven down to $23 an ounce. Buy it now on eBay. I don't know why you guys have, but nobody listened to me. My own wife at the time hated it. She hated it, mate. Hated it. You got no idea. It got to a point for me where, it's my money, right? And it's either and when I hand it over, it's gone. The money doesn't exist anymore. So you come home from the market, you hand your shit over, and by Monday it's fucking gone. And I started to twig to that and thinking to myself, hang on a minute, I'm already on the way out. By the time this person is done with me, I'm going to have fucking nothing, absolutely nothing. And that's what this plan is for. That's what all of this is about, to fucking get you out. So you don't fucking have. So I took the money away, didn't I? I took the money away. I refused to send it to fucking China anymore. Every penny that I made went to fucking China, mate. And that's what I got dirty on, man, because that's not your fucking partner. Your partner does not take your money from one country and send it to another country and then look at you and go, oh no, that's in my private bank account, and you need to go and earn some more money, okay? Like, they've got their own private bank account in another country, and you think they care anything about you? No, mate, they care about the money you're bringing in so they can send more over. So they had their own little bank account going on over there, mate. And that really pissed me off. That really, really fucking cut, man. Because that's when I realised that, yeah, we're not working together. I'm working for you. That's what I'm doing. I'm working for you. And I'm doing it for free. I don't even get a shag. I don't even get a fucking shag. And I've got to listen to you all fucking day. Your complaining and your fucking entitlement and your demands. I've got to listen to that. And at the end of the day, I don't even get a shag and I don't even get a conversation. There's not even a hello. You get ignored, okay? But you've got to be very grateful, because this is gold. Okay? Ask any woman, mate. They regard their fucking snatch as gold. Okay? It's gold over here. Okay? You want some of this gold? It's very expensive to mine the gold. It's very expensive, boys. Okay? It's not cheap mining over here. This is high-grade vag over here, okay? And they all think the same. They all think the same, buddy. And they, even when they've got another bloke on the telephone that they're tippy-tappy with, mate, even that, they tell themselves how great they are. How fucking great they are, bro. 3, 4, 5. Just making a coffee, man, but 6. If I don't count them, it ends 7. It ends up too strong. 7, 8, okay? So 8 level teaspoons of coffee ground. Measure it with your cup. Just put it in the cup. Your milk. Sugar's already in there. And that's how you make a real coffee, brother. Okay? I think it'll go through the roof, mate, to be honest. I think it's just a matter of time. And if you get in early if you can. Because once they reprice it, mate, once it goes to $300 or $400 an ounce, mate, it'll be out of the normal person's hands. The normal person won't be able to afford it anymore. Okay? I think we closed today at 90 an ounce. I don't know anywhere in Australia that you can purchase it for 90 an ounce. You can have a look on ABC Bullion. You can have a look on Perth Mint. And they're all at $120 to $140 an ounce, even for an eagle. Silver eagle, $150. So it has completely increased, 4 times over what it was before. 4.5 times. So, Yeah, see if you can, if you've got paper sitting in a bank, it's a lot better than trusting the bank. You may as well cash that in for your medal and then become your own bank holder. Okay? Become your own thing. I remember having to argue, mate. I wanted to get my money out of the circulation, brother, because I realised what was going on every week. It was getting sent away. So I wanted to get my money out of the circulation. So that's what I did. I bought metal. And the person hated it. It hated it because it realised that I twigged. It realised that there's no more sending to China. Okay, that's finished with. I don't know how these women can look you in the face and they go to you, and I said to the person, okay, so we do that, like we're sending stuff over to China, we're selling it there, that's great, we're earning good money, good profit. Where does the money go after you've made the sale? Where does it go? Oh, well, it just goes into it goes into the Weibo account, it just sits in there, and then, so you're going to get it sent over? You're going to be sending it back over to Australia? And that's when I seen the whole face just drop. Okay, because now I'm starting to realise what the fuck's going on here. And she had no choice but to admit to me, oh no, I've got to put into my private account in China. And I said, well, what value is that to us? How are we going to grow as a family in Australia if all the money that we earn here is being sent to another country and stashed there? Well, if you ever go to China, you've got money to spend. I said, so if I never go to China, that's the end of that, is it? That's it. The money doesn't exist for me. It only exists for you. So the whole was to drain as much resources out of the whole thing and make sure they get the house, sign the house over. Sign the house over, buddy. Because you can't pay for everything, mate. You can't pay for the fucking mortgages, land taxes and land rates and fucking all the bills, plus send over fucking $1,500 a week to China, mate, can you? I mean, you'd have to have a really well-paying fucking job, mate, to do that. So I started waking up to it, bro. Especially when I woke up on the Monday morning and I'm totally broke. And I'm told that we've got no money at all. And on Wednesday, we're waiting for you to go to the market on Wednesday. And I'm like, but Wednesday's the slowest day. Like, you're lucky to get $200 on a Wednesday. Nobody earns any money on a Wednesday, mate, except for the tobacco people. That's the only people that cleaned up there, mate, was the tobacco. Mate, I've been thinking about this tobacco, man. Seriously, they've got to start giving out awards, brother. Like Robin Hood awards, Like, fucking, they've got to start giving out some mayoral or council fucking member seats, mate, to the tobacconist people. Okay, to the illegal tobacco people, we've got to give a fucking huge thank you, mate. You're like the Robin Hoods of the fucking, of the world, mate. You rob the rich to give to the poor, which is me, okay? I can go down and get a $13 packet of fucking cigarettes, brother, and I am very fucking happy about that. So you're like little Robin Hoods, okay? You're robbing from the rich to give to the poor, okay? Meanwhile, you're doing pretty good for yourself. A packet of double happiness in China, mate, it's like 5 yuan, so around 80 cents. So that's a nice profit margin, bro. Nice profit margin. But those blokes are like the modern day Robin Hood. Okay, they rob from the rich and give to the poor, which is me and you, in a packet of $13 cigarettes. And that's what I reckon, mate. They're like Robin Hood. Okay, but they need awards, mate. Right? They need a special day in Australia, like Australia Day, but we need a pirate cigarette day, something like that. And you'd have every Lebanese Muslim turning up for fucking 50 kilometres, bro, because that's who's in charge. The fucking Lebanese Muslims, mate, are in charge of the tobacco. That's who's in charge. Okay. And they're fucking meatheads, brother. They'll come in and burn your fucking shop down. They come in and make demands. You've got to pay them a certain amount every week to stay in business. Yeah, no one cares about fucking Michael Jordan card, okay? No one gives a fuck. No one cares about a fucking card. Like, fuck these people and their cards, mate. The mentality of a fucking... TikTok, and I'm watching cunts unwrap Pokemon cards. Have you sat there watching these fucking pathetic fucking human men? Grown-ass fucking men, mate. Oh, it's a prismatic card, mate. It fucking glows and it fucking shines. Look how shiny it is. And fucking, it's a fucking card. I could give some fucking out of card. Oh, it's got a fucking patent on it. It's worth more. Yeah, really? only to another geriatric that likes patent fucking cards. Fucking, to everybody else, it's just a fucking card. That has no purpose. It has no purpose, man. At least when we were young, we had a game to play. At least we played with our football cards. At least we had a reason to play a fucking game. Now, all they do is want the card. That's it. They just want to resell the card. You know? So, no, it's completely ruined the Pokemon thing. Jake Paul, mate. Fuck, mate. Mate, how do these rich people get away with scamming so much? How do they do it? It just baffles me. It's like scam after scam after scam. And it's the internet. And everybody knows. And there's no charges. He's never ever charged. Jake Paul will not get charged for his latest Pokemon fucking scam, mate. You know, I mean, seriously, the guy puts it on the marketplace, tells everybody that he's a founding member of it. There's him and another guy. You know, and we're going to get all of these fancy, collectibles, and you can own a tokenized version of the collectible. And he sold $2.5 million worth of tokens, mate, for that one card. $2.5 million worth, mate. Sure, they get because they got a percentage of it. Mate, talk about getting shafted. Fucking, he's just gone in after he's made all the $2.5 million. He's just gone in and bought the card outright for $220,000 back from the company. How the fuck that worked, I don't know. I really don't. On job. Like, you originally paid $5.2 million, and now you're going to buy it back off the company for $200,000. So you get to pocket the $2.3 million from that, okay? And then you go and offer it to another. Shit. Dude, then you drive down the road fucking, without a seatbelt and we get arrested. You carry your car license here, you get arrested. These people scam millions and millions of dollars, mate, from their followers, and there's nothing ever. And then, they must be real idiots, eh? Because they keep backing up. You know what I mean? Like, he keeps scamming the same people. The same people get scammed. The same people that bought CryptoZoo, yeah, they went and spent money in fucking liquid marketplace. Like, you've got to be a total fucking schmuck, mate, eh? Like, you've invested fucking one, you got ripped off, and then he comes up with another one and you put money into that. And you wonder why it fucks up. You wonder why there's nothing in it there for you. That's how these people become multi-millionaires, mate. Fuck, dude. They scam people, man. They're just scammers. So I haven't been watching TikTok, man. I don't know. I just watched a few videos and that was it. No, have you checked eBay? Cards are worth more than gold. To who? Only to another card holder. Only to another bloke that likes to look at a prismatic fucking, and they all sit around, they all stand around each other fucking having a wank fucking over this card. No, man, I think it's the greatest fucking waste of fucking money ever, bro. I really, really do. And I see these guys, mate, they get a whole box and like they're sitting there and they're going, I'm going to get this and I'm going to get that. I'm going to pull this out of the deck and pull. Mate, they don't pull anything. They don't pull anything. They're fucking flick. They're fucking like 10 packets. 10 packets the guy opened up, mate. And he didn't get anything. Not a single fucking card of any value at all. So, I'm not interested. Go fuck yourself, True. I'll tell you anything I want, cunt. You don't fucking like it, there's the door. It's real simple, bitch boy. This ain't TikTok. Okay? Correct, yeah. You can always cash your gold and silver in, man. Your coin will never fucking go down in value. It holds value and then increases. It never goes down. And then if you ever see it go down on the stock market, like I'm hoping it crashes down to 30. I'm hoping it fucking does. It's a good buying opportunity if you can find it. If you can find it. There's a big problem, mate, between, the paper product and the real product. Try and find a dealer that's going to sell it to you for 30. It's not going to happen. Even if it goes down on Monday, it fucking nosedives and hits fucking zero, mate. There's no silver to buy. No one's going to sell it to you. Nobody. Okay? The base price right now is 50. That's the base price. If it gets driven down, it'll get driven down to 50 an ounce. And then there won't be any fucking ounces to buy. You won't be able to go into your coin shop or whatever and there's ounces of silver for $50. They won't sell them. They'll just put them out the back. They'll leave them. They won't sell them. Yeah, they're all fucking stinky cunts, aren't they, mate? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not a big fan, mate. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of any of them, mate. I don't fucking like them, really. So I tend to stay away, mate. I tend to stay away because I'm a bit vocal, Fucking curry munchers. I'm a bit fucking vocal on it, mate. I don't really like any of them, mate. And if they're part of the ideology, I'm not a fan at all. I'm not a fan. I don't like the ideology, mate. Okay. And they don't fool me anymore, mate. These people doing their ideology shit, yeah, they don't fool me anymore, man. All you got to do, mate, if you want to know the truth, out of them, just ask them, mate, when they're whatever they say to you, mate. Would you prefer Australian law or Sharia law? That's all you got to do. And then you'll listen to the diatribe. You'll listen to all the deflecting. You'll listen to all the bullshit that comes out of their face. They don't even answer the fucking question. You've got to ask them 2 or 3 times over exactly the same fucking question in order to get an answer out of them. Because they're too busy deflecting, okay? But the truth of the matter is they all say Sharia. They have to say Sharia, okay? They have to. They're not allowed to say we live in a, we submit to the country that we're in. We obey the laws of the country. No, that doesn't exist anymore, because in their own book it says to you to jihad, and in the mosques the guy's telling you to jihad. He's telling you to spread the thing of Islam in any way you can and spread it up, and it's called taqiyya. So a Muslim is allowed to lie to you. They're allowed to lie to you to further Islam. It's in their book. It's called taqiyya. Taqiyya, something like that. Taqiyya. So they're allowed to lie and deceive in order to further Islam. They're allowed to lie and deceive. That's not in the Christian book. That is not in the Bible. Okay, we're not allowed to lie in order to further Jesus. Okay, we don't have to lie. Okay. And they're always trying to deflect on the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Okay, so that's their big deflection lately. It's 3 different people, 3 different gods. What a load of fucking deflection. And these people are so low IQ'd, mate, because they're married to their first cousin, that they can't understand the concept of, Holy Spirit and fucking, you know what I mean? They just, it doesn't sink into them. And even when you explain it to them, it doesn't fucking sink in because of the IQ. Okay, it's fucking low IQ you're dealing with, man. They marry their first cousin. Okay, they're the lowest IQ in the fucking world, mate, of 60 and 80 in IQ. So you're trying to explain to them a concept that they just don't fucking understand. Okay, they can't get their head around it. Okay, good God, mate, you got the Father, you got the Son, and you got the Holy Spirit. And they don't seem to understand it, okay? That's God. He created fucking Jesus, because it's the Son of God, as a representation of him to earth. When he came, they fucking necktied him. The Jews fucking did it, and then the Holy Spirit, okay? So he survives in the Holy Spirit, and they don't understand that. To them, it's and I couldn't be bothered, mate. Haven't these Christian debaters got a lot of fucking patience? They've just got so much patience. I couldn't deal with all the deflecting. They never answer a question, mate, that they're given. They just deflect. Deflect, throw it back on the Bible, back on the Bible, back on the Bible. They never answer a fucking question. They just deflect. They're really good at deflecting and lying and deceit, mate. See, like this fucking idiot. Why does God need an ambassador? What a fucking stooge are you, mate. Huh? What a fucking stooge you are. Yeah? Why don't you just fuck right off, mate? How's that for you? Another deflecting fucking muzzy, mate. A little muzzy fucking deflecting agent, mate. It's a nice coffee, man. Yeah, I'm done with them too, man. I'm done with them. I don't fucking, and I wasn't like that before, man. If you notice, I stuck up for Palestine. I stuck up for all of that, and now I fucking hate you. I fucking hate all of you. All right, you don't get to burn my flag. You don't get to burn my flag, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck who you are or what you're protesting for or whatever. Once you burnt my flag, the Australian flag, on the Australian grounds in our fucking country, you fucking foreigner, you import. Yeah, I fucking hate all of you. I don't like any of you. Any of you. All right? Try ripping my fucking flag off me, cunt. Try fucking doing that to me. Fuck. That would be fucking pandemonium, mate. There would be fucking hell to pay. But you're the one that's going to get arrested, not them. They're allowed to burn the flag, mate. They're allowed to. How dare you say they're not allowed to? Isn't that fucking weird, mate? That is so weird. They can come into the country as a tourist. They can protest and burn our flag, and there's no fucking repercussions. So no, man, they can all just get back on the plane, on a carrier pigeon, I don't care, and they can just hit the road, mate, get out of the country. They should be deported. They really should be deported. You know, you want to yell out death to Australia or rah, 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 and you lose your citizenship. You lose it. You can fuck right off. It's called moral turpitude. Look it up on Google, moral turpitude. And that's what it's called. Okay? You don't get to come to someone's country and start telling them how to live and what they should do and how they can work, and then you protest them to get your way. You're a fucking tourist, mate. You don't even live here. You're not even a citizen. You're not born here. You're not bred here. Get the fuck out. Imagine going to their country, man, Pakistan or Afghanistan or Yemen, and you want to start preaching the Lord, mate. Imagine that. Imagine walking down the street in fucking Yemen or Afghanistan with a fucking cross. Imagine what would happen to you. You know, all of these white liberal fucking, all these white liberal fucks, mate, that are screaming for equality, screaming for diversity, screaming for equity, mate, you know. Yeah, that shit only exists in the Western world. It only exists here. If you go over to their country, it doesn't exist. You don't get to fucking do anything. You get told what to do. And you have to obey or you're fucking done. And it's as simple as that. So there, you know, all that shit only works here. It only works in a Western world. And I find it amazing, man, that they will move from a shithole that they live in, or a shithole Lebanon, Afghanistan, Yemen, any of these shithole countries. They want to come here and then they want to turn it into the place that they left. You know, you left over there because it's under Sharia law and you're not free, right? But as soon as you come here, you want Sharia law and you want all the perks of Sharia. How does that make sense? You know, it just doesn't fucking, you know, it's so backwards, man. It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbour. Won't you be mine, won't you be mine, won't you be my neighbour? Yeah, that's how I feel. You can just get back to wherever you came from, go and be happy over there. But we both know you won't be because it's a shithole. Okay? That's why you're over here. Because it's not a shithole. You know, you're not allowed to protest over there. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to do any of the shit that you do here over there. All you've got to do is obey. That's it. You're not allowed to question anything. You're not allowed to do anything but obey. Okay? You know? That's what it means, mate, to submit. You know? Allahu Akbar. It means submit to God or submit to fucking whatever the fuck it is. But that's what it means. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean religion of peace, mate, okay? I watched one video, this chick is on the street trying to convince people that Allah Akbar fucking means peace in the world. That's what it fucking... Like, and she's convinced, mate, as a Muslima, that's what it means. You know, she's got a guy in front go, that's not what it means, okay? That's just not what it means, okay? You know, you don't need to lie to me. Or maybe that's what you actually think. But if that, you need to go back and do some more reading, okay? Because that's not what it means. Sorry, man, but all of it is done deliberately, mate. It's all done deliberately. Okay, that's why they can get our things cancelled, all our holidays. They get our Christmases, birthdays, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Easter, Australia Day, Valentine's Day, any Western celebration, mate, gets completely kiboshed. Completely kiboshed. There's no advertising. There's no, you know, where's the fucking Easter eggs, mate? There are none. Where's the Easter bunny? When was the last time you seen a fucking Easter bunny walking around Dandenong Market, mate? When was the last time you seen Santa Claus walking around Dandenong Market? Okay? Because I remember when my kids were young, mate, and there was an Easter bunny. How do you think I've got that memory? I remember him. I remember Santa Claus in the little hall there at the market. Now that's cancelled. It's cancelled because it's all Muslim. They're all Muslim now. So yeah. They only follow Ramadan. That's it. You know, and don't you dare protest Ramadan. You're a racist. You're a racist if you say anything about Ramadan. But they're not a racist if they want your Christmas cancelled. That's not racist. Isn't it amazing? It's only racist when it comes from a white man. It's only racist when it comes from someone that looks like me. If I was brown and I said these things, there wouldn't be a problem. But because I'm white, I'm racist. That's how they get you to shut up. That's how they can close you up, you know, control you. Okay, because you're racist for saying anything. You've got an Australian flag in your hand, you're automatically labelled a leftist. What do they call us? A leftist fucking something or other. They called us that on the news. And I'm thinking it must be some huge protest or whatever, right? And it's just fucking normal Australians there on the news with Australia flags. So you're trying to tell me that that's the fucking bad guys? The bad guys are the ones that are waving Australian flags and calling for no immigration? That's the bad guy. The good guys are the ones walking around with ISIS flags and Palestinian flags and fucking speakers and microphones, and they're the ones that are the loudest outside of churches. You know, that's all great. That's all fair. That's all perfect, that is. But you stand there with a fucking Australian flag and you're the one that's going to get charged with racism. And we're in Australia. Cop that shit. You know, it's racist for you to carry your flag around, but it's not racist for you to stand there and have a Palestinian flag in your hand. You know, that's perfect, that is. So I thought I would treat myself to some ham. You know, I didn't have any ham at Christmas, right? So I go down and because it's all on special down there. And I got this one, I'll show you. So Barossa roast ham loin maple glazed. I thought, oh, fucking brilliant, right? And I got it really cheap, man. I fucking, look at that, man. Under a dollar a gram. So I open it up, I'm thinking, okay, I've got some nice ham there. Check this shit out, dude. Check that out. What a fucking load of shit that is. Look at that. A fucking inch of fat around it, mate. That's all fat. All of that is fucking fat. I'm fucking gutted. Like, who in the fuck would buy this shit? Who in the fuck would spend premium money for Christmas fucking dinner and you open your ham up and there's an inch of fucking fat there? I'm disappointed, man, I've got to tell you. But that's manufacturing now, isn't it, boys? That's what they do to you nowadays. They give you an inch of fucking fat, mate, to fucking eat. There's a big difference between cards and coins, mate. For that person asking that question, was that true? Yeah, there's a big difference between the two of them, mate. Okay, a card is a fucking card. All right, and if it gets bent, it's worth nothing. If it gets discolorated or you leave it in the sun, loses colour, whatever, worth nothing. If you're something on it, worth nothing. Whereas all of those things don't apply to metal. It doesn't matter what you do to it; it's still going to be a metal. You know what I mean? So no, mate. Trust me, friend, and I'll prove something to you, man. Here, I'll show you. You know, I got boxes and boxes of fucking comics, mate. And unless they're kept on a fucking board, you know, unless they're kept on an actual board like that, right, to be kept perfect on the board in the back, they're worth nothing. Yeah, I really hope I got my good comics made out of the garage before I got fucking kicked out. But I only had a small car, man. I couldn't fit all my comic books in there. But I had the death of Spider-Man, the death of Batman, the death of Superman. I had Mary Jane when she was kidnapped. I had the Hobgoblin when his first appearance. I had the Punisher first appearance comic book. $360 comic book, mate. The yellow cover, you know, where it's the Punisher's first appearance in Spider-Man. Yeah, I had that. I had a lot of Hulk comics too, man. I regret not playing more with Echo with that. I really do. I regret it. You know, there was one day my daughter asked if we could pull it apart again and put it together, and yeah, I'm just sorry that I didn't get it down and pull it out for her and let her play with it. It haunts me. It really haunts me. Like I can still remember her voice. Can we take this down? And have a look, Dad. Can we put this? You know, and I just fucking mate. I'm not right now, hon. I'm a bit busy. You know, we'll do it later. You know what I mean? Fuck. I just really regret it. I really regret it, man. But I did my best, boys. Okay. You know that's why that guy that was last. What was his name? Remember the old bloke, mate? Really nice to me. That's why he liked me, man. You know, I was a devoted dad. And he worked out what was going on, mate. I didn't tell him anything. He worked it out on his own. You know, because he'd just been through this. He said, I also had a big property. My wife kicked me out to the garage. He said, I ended up out with all my car parts. He said, that's all I got left is what I said. He said, what you see is all I have in my whole life. He said, I had a big property and a garage and I had all this stuff. And he said, I got, you know, she got rid of me and all I've got is this. That's it. Just his car stuff. So he understood. Plus, he could see how the person was treating, you know, talking to you and treating you, and you know, locking you out of the house at fucking 7:30 at night because suddenly, when the sun goes down, they feel in danger, so they've got to lock you out of the house. That was during his time. So I would go and knock on his window if I needed to go to the toilet, and he'd let me in, and then he would lock the door after I left. And I think it made him realise that, yeah, this is what a woman will do to you. This is about as nasty as it gets. And he said to me, how long have I got? I said, mate, probably days. Okay? In all honesty, mate, the minute that she's got me out that door, the minute that they come and escort me off the property, because that's what's going to happen in the next week or two. Right now, she's building a case. I told him what was going to happen. I told my stream what was going to happen. You know, it's just a matter of time. She'll build a case and build it, because all they've got to do is go there and complain 6 times. 6 different occasions. And then the cop will come out and remove you from your home because you've got a built-up case on the computer. You know, they've been called out there. So the cop says to you, okay, you got to leave now because we don't want to come back. Yeah. So that's what these women do, mate. They know the fucking laws, mate. They know how to get you off the property. They know how to fucking claim your shit, dude. Okay? They're not stupid, man. They're not fucking stupid, okay? Don't ever fucking think that a woman is silly. She is planning the whole time. The whole time she's fucking planning, mate. She's got shit going through her brain. And she's thinking about things the whole fucking time. Okay? So don't ever think that you know, the I love you in front of you that you're being told is real. Because you got to make sure whatever they say to you, a woman says to you, you add on the end of it for now. Okay, it's really important that you do that. Okay, because it will leave you on that non-convinced line. Okay, because once you start believing them and trusting in them, that's when that's really going to cost you a lot. Because now you dropped your guard down, they can do whatever the fuck they want and claim whatever they want from you. Okay? It's when you've got your guard up, like I was saying, hang on a minute, sending all the money over to China doesn't really seem like logical to me when we've got a life in Australia. And how are we supposed to pay? How am I supposed to pay bills? How am I supposed to get more stock? Oh, well, you can go back to the market on Wednesday. That's their logic. Okay? So they'll sink the 2.5 that you've given them, and then they'll turn around and go, oh no, you can just go back on Wednesday and get some more money. That to them is women's logic. Okay? They don't account for the money they've taken. They don't give you any reasons for where it is or what it's happened. No, just forget about that, because you can go back to the market on Sunday and get some more money. Okay? So no, mate, don't ever put it in their name. I know I say it a few times to you, but it's really important that you fucking get it in your head, boys. That don't ever trust them. Don't ever put it in their name. Don't ever have everything in their name, because they have full power over you, full power, and they will abuse it. They will take advantage of it. Okay, and if they don't love you, then they are going to make your life a living hell. They really are. Yeah. Fuck. I remember the last time with that fucking person, mate. I've still got nightmares about it. Like the person, I just went up to give a hug, and the person stands there like that, just rigid boys, like fucking steel. It's, get your hands off me. Don't touch me. It doesn't say anything, but that's its fucking, right? That's its body language off you, mate. That's its final thing, don't touch me, just pay the bills, don't touch me, yeah? So don't fucking put up with them, mate. Don't put up with these entitled fucking women, mate, because I'll tell you why, boys. I'll tell you why. Because the next guy that she does fuck, he doesn't have to fucking put up with her. He does not have to do any of the fucking shit that you've done. He won't have to listen to any of the bullshit that you've had to listen to. He'll get it all handed to him for free. Yeah? He doesn't have to fucking do anything to earn it. It's just given to him. Yeah? Whereas with you, you've got to earn it. You've got to prove it. You've got to earn it. Okay? And the same thing will apply to him. As soon as he puts a ring on the finger, the same thing applies to him. Okay? The same thing applies to him, brother. It doesn't fucking change. Then they start looking at what that guy's got. What's it worth to get rid of him? I tried to be a good dad, man. I really did. That's all that mattered to me, was spending time with Echo. That's all that mattered to me, man, being a dad and taking care of her. That's all that mattered to me. Nothing else mattered, mate. Nothing at all. Like as soon as Echo came home, mate, I was dad. Like if I ever had a break and I was out in the garage and then that guy came out to have a cigarette with me and like we're standing there talking, and if I heard Echo come out of the back door, I just left him and said, mate, Echo, and just walked off and went and being dad. I think he really, really liked that. I think the man really liked that. All I cared about was being with Echo. That's it. And I knew I was on the final days. I really did, man. I knew I was on the final days. And there's a few times, man, where I do say to myself, I regret opening my mouth up on the day. I regret questioning it. I regret fucking putting it to the choices that I gave. I only had a really small chance that it was going to react the way I wanted it to react. And the way that it reacted, mate, was exactly how I presumed that it was going to act. And that was just to storm off in a big huff and a puff, slam the bedroom door, and tell me how much of this, and how much of a bad guy I am. And all because I said no. That's all I did. I said no. I'm not agreeing to what you want. Okay? If you think I'm going to agree to you moving to fucking China with Echo, living in China, and then I stay here and I pay the fucking house off, and then you come over here and visit me on school holidays, who in the fuck would agree to that? You know, and what's the second thing you would say to that person? Who else are you fucking, love? Who are you sleeping with in China? Who are you fucking? Okay, because you don't touch me. You don't fucking touch me. So who else are you fucking? Yeah? You know what I mean? Because you're fucked, mate. You're fucking off now. That's it. You want to go for the entire time, the entire fucking year, except on school holiday. You know, and maybe you'll come and visit me. What the fuck, dude? But meanwhile, I'll get you just to stay here and pay the mortgage and the council rates and the bills and, you know, you can live on your own. Like they really think they're fucking stupid, mate. Like they really think you're stupid. Like they really think you are absolute, and the pussy is so fucking good that you're just going to do anything they want. The only problem is, love, you never gave it up. You never gave it up. You held it in such high esteems, right? But you never gave it up. You never fucking, so who knows? I don't fucking know, you know? The only esteem that it's got is from whatever fucking you're thinking that it's got. There's no value given to it from me or any other man because I'm not fucking, I don't get any of it, so why would I hold it to value? You know what I mean? You're only going to hold it to value, man, if you actually get to fucking, you know, you actually get some of it. If you don't get any of it, mate, you're not going to hold it to value. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, vag love goes as deep as your wallet. You can't be relying on me all the time to do the talking, boys, okay? If you're not going to give me anything in my chat, you're not going to fucking talk to me in my chat, you can all fuck off, okay? That's why I don't come on live anymore. It's fucking boring. You know, I do all the talking for fucking nothing for absolutely hours, for fucking nothing. And you know, all I get is bullshit in the chat. I don't get anything in the chat, not even a fucking hello or whatever in the chat, really. And I'm lucky to get 10 people in my chat nowadays. I don't get any of the original members. None of them, they all seem to have gone. I don't get any of that. It's a bit of a letdown. I get more people in TikTok, mate, than I do on here. I got asked for a picture the other day, man. A kid stopped me and, you know, asked for my picture. So I get recognised from TikTok. I don't get recognised from here. So there's not much value to it, bro. But I like my peaceful life. It's nice, isn't it? Compared to where I was before, bro. Come on, man. You know, I got a nice little apartment, fuck it, all on my own. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have any problems with anything. I miss my kid. You know, like I could easily take her for the weekend or whatever. But how dare those fucking people, mate, tell me that I should never see my child again. That my daughter should never see her father. You know, under their own bullshit fucking, you know, what they've said. I'm flabbergasted, mate, how they could come to that conclusion after 4 years in family law court. But they had 2 lawyers, mate. I didn't have any lawyer. They had 2 lawyers. 2 lawyers plus the judge, mate. Her lawyers and the judge got into the chamber And apparently they had a nice little chinwag about it all. A nice little chinwag made and came to the decision between them. And I think that's fucking immoral and unjust because there's nobody there representing the father. Nobody. You've got two people there that are looking for any reason they can to dislike you. So they're looking for any chink in the armour they can get. And they look for no chink in the armour from over here. It's all perfect over here. Only you have the problem. Only you're the problem because you're the man. All right? It's insane that you could look at me and go that that your daughter never deserves to see you again. Like, it's absolutely disgusting. And how is it fair when the children's lawyer and the judge gets together in the private room and has a conversation about the case and you're not part of the conversation? There is nobody there representing you. How is that fair? How is that just? Yeah? And the only thing you've got, and you know, my child went to the children's thing there and said that I don't want to see my dad anymore. I don't want to speak to my dad anymore. And you say to the person, where did she get those ideas from? You know, you haven't seen the child in all this time, right? And you've got your family reports for when you did see the child. But suddenly the child's got nightmares because you yelled at her 5 years ago. That's their logic. That's a woman's fucking logic to it. Yeah? No, mate. It's a heartbreak being a dad. It's a heartbreak being married. It's a heartbreak putting up with them, the divorce and all the settlement and the entitlement of these women, the entitlement of the vages, mate, is insane. You know, the person wanted everything on the property itself, everything on the property, all the bank accounts, absolutely everything, and you're not to have any contact with your daughter. And in her mind, that's fair. That's fair. That's equitable. Yeah? It's amazing, isn't it, eh? Like, they had to give me a couple of bob from the house, mate. A really small percentage of fucking what the house is worth. And you should have seen them carry on. Like, you should have fucking seen them carry on. You know, like they really carried on because they've got to actually pay out some fucking money. You know, they expect you to fucking spend eight years of your life, mate, 6 years of your life inside of a spare room, 2 years inside of a garage. You never woke up to the person a single morning. Not a single fucking morning did that person sleep with you. She was never in the bed with you ever. Not a single fucking night, ever. But they want everything. They want everything. So, guys, put it in your mum's name. If you become wealthy, put it in your mum's name. Okay? Your house, your car, your boat, everything goes in your mum's name. And don't tell them. Don't tell them. Okay? Make them think that you own everything. Don't tell them because they won't fuck you. They won't come anywhere near you. If you tell them that you own this and you own that, it's in your mum's name, she's going to get rid of you straight away. Put it to the test. Put it to the test. And I guarantee you that woman is not going to be happy with you at all. At all. Because all of her future plans have gone out the window. And that's when you'll know for certain of what she was thinking about. Because if she loved you, she wouldn't care anything about whatever. But the minute that you tell her that it's in your mum's name and she starts to arc up and she starts to break up with you, that's when you know for certain she don't fucking love you. Her plan is to get rid of you. That's her plan. Okay? That's how they become wealthy, bro. That's how they become so fucking wealthy, man. Is through other people's fucking taking from other people. That's how they do it. That's all any man is, mate. That's all any man is. You are only worth the resources that you have. Okay? That's all you are worth. You are not worth anything more. And if you can't provide those resources on every fucking without any problems, then you're out the door. She's going to get rid of you. Okay? And, you know, you can't trust them, boys. The minute that they fucking have a friend say to them, you know, a single friend comes over, that's the worst mistake of your entire marriage. It's the worst mistake of having a girlfriend, mate. okay, is a single girlfriend, because the single girlfriend comes over and she throws it in the ear. Oh, does he treat you good? That's all they got to do. They just throw those little questions in, okay? And that gives her an opportunity to have a bitch and a moan about her boyfriend or husband. And from there, the wound gets opened more. The single friend will throw it. Well, you can do better than that. You can do better. You know, he shouldn't treat you that way, or he shouldn't talk to you that way, or you know, he should do this and he should do that and he should do this and he should do that. Because don't forget, mate, they don't cook. They don't cook, boys. The woman that you fall in love with, yeah, she doesn't like to fucking cook, mate. You know, if it is, it's once a week. It's once every blue moon. And you're going to get a burnt meal, because if she makes it good, that means you're going to ask her to do it again. So most of the time, your meal's going to taste like shit, okay? Because she doesn't want to do it again. And they hate dishes. Oh, they fucking don't like a dish, mate. Oh, fuck, they hate the dishes, mate. I mean, mate, mine I'd make the dinner. I'd have to do the fucking dishes. I'd do the floor, the fucking mopping, the cleaning on the floor. Every fucking day the floor was clean, because I've got a baby. And because they're so close to the ground, they breathe in all of the shit. And your child can get very, very sick, mate, just from a dirty floor. Okay? Because they're breathing in all of the rubbish, because you haven't vacuumed it, you haven't cleaned it. So that's why the house was so clean when Echo was a baby. Because I'm not going to let her run around the floor and it's a dirty floor, okay? And I would say to her, like, you know, is there any chance you could, you know, do the dishes occasionally, you know? Like, just any chance at all. And so she'd stand there arguing with you over dishes, mate. And then what she would do is she would use a dish herself, like a plate or a spoon or whatever, and she would go in and wash it. And then she'd go, see, I've done the dishes. That's what she'd turn around and say to you. And I said, no, you did your dish. You never did any dinner dishes. I did them. You know, you just rinsed the cup that you just used. Yeah, but I did the dishes. So the object of that is leaving it on the sink, is it, for me to do? Is that the other side of the coin? So I should be thankful that you rinsed your own fucking plate or your own cup. And this is what a woman will do. Okay? And if you argue with her, you're not going to get nothing, mate. You're like, mine was an expert. You got a girlfriend, or are you married? Do they play the silent game? Have you ever had the silent game played on you? You know, where they just ignore you, like they're really good at it, and they'll spend an entire week ignoring you. Will not fucking look at you. Will walk past you in the house, walk past you in the fucking living room, completely ignore you. Have you ever had that? It's fucking horrible. You know, the first couple of days are okay because you get some peace and quiet, but after that, it's fucking horrible. Like, it really is. It's just horrible, you know? And then the person says they love you. Fucking hell, mate. Like, you can't believe a word they say. Don't fucking trust them, boys. I keep telling you that. Fucking don't trust them. You'll fucking you get your heart broken, mate. You'll get your heart broken, bro. Just don't even bother. Okay? Just remain single, mate. That's what I keep telling boys now. I tell you all to remain single. Okay? Get out in the world. Go and hire a fucking room. Don't live with your parents, okay? Don't live with mummy and daddy if you're able to go out and afford $160 a week for a room. Get out into the fucking world, mate. Okay? Get out of your mummy and daddy's house. Okay? You're not going to meet anybody while you live with mummy and daddy. Okay? There's no decent chick that's going to come home and you're giving it this in the spare fucking room, mate, while your mum and dad's in the next fucking room. It's not going to happen, mate. The fucking headboard fucking slamming against the wall, bro. Your fucking dad's going to come storming into the fucking house. Your mum's going to come in there fucking screaming, calling you all kinds of names, man. It's not going to happen, mate. Yeah, it's not going to happen, man, okay? John, you've had the ignore game, have you? You know, I was just wondering if there was anybody else out there that had the ignore game played on them. or has to live with the ignore game, because it's a fucking horrid way to live. You know, the women, they love it. They love it because that's how they get power, you know. And I remember back in the old days, man, you'd have an argument with your girlfriend. You know, nothing's perfect, man. You know, I mean, me and Louise used to argue. Me and Susie used to argue. Me and whatever chick I was with, mate, okay? You can't have... I mean, come on, man, that's just fucking normal, yeah? You can't agree on everything, right? But with these chicks, mate, in my generation, you'd have an argument with them. There was none of this ignore fucking shit. You had an argument, you went away for a couple of days, cooled down, and then you came back and you said, I'm sorry, you know, I didn't mean to argue with you. And then she would say, she's sorry, I didn't mean to argue with you. I really do love you, hon. And she'd say, I love you too, you know, and then you'd kiss and make up. And that would take, you know, a couple of days, but you don't live in with them. You're at your place and she's at her parents or whatever, and you've just had a couple of days break. But at no time have you broken up with her, okay? And then you would get back together a couple of days later and you'd have even more of a stronger relationship because you have that fucking make-up sex, you'd have all that make-up fucking kissing and cuddling, and, you know, the I love yous would actually mean something. You know, you'd actually mean something, man, back then. You know, now it doesn't mean anything. It's just words that they use to placate you, so you drop your guard. They need you to drop your guard, okay? Because the more you drop your guard, the more open you are to their suggestions and their ideas and what their feelings are. And it's all about them. Them, okay? They don't give a fuck about how you think or feel or what you want. They don't care. They don't even want to listen to you. Mine would not even listen to me. She would just get up and walk away. You don't even get to fucking over the sentence with her. If it's not something exactly what she wants to talk about, she just gets up and walks away. Because she has no interest in you or what you want or anything. She doesn't fuck... You're not a husband. You're just a fucking bloke that I'm trying to get rid of. You know? And you're not getting the hint. You know, I'm giving you a lot of hints and you don't seem to be taking them. I need you just to get in your car and get your clothing and leave. Okay? So, you know, you're trying to explain, you're trying to talk to her. She's not interested in that at all. She wants your fucking ass out of here, okay? Because when you go, she gets everything. She gets everything, okay? Da, 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 da. It is a horrible experience, man. I couldn't afford a fucking hotel, man. I was living in the car. I got tossed out, and I was living in the car. I wasn't on Centrelink, mate. I didn't even know about fucking Centrelink. And my sister helped me. My niece helped me when they found out about what was happening, and then my chat helped me. You know, you guys came to my rescue. Fast Boy Craig paid for a few nights at the motel for me so I could have a shower, and you know, like they helped me. But otherwise, mate, I was totally mind fucked, totally gone, and I needed to snap out of it because I knew the person doesn't give a fuck, and she's as happy and proud of herself as she could possibly be right now. She is very proud of herself, because she's finally got what she fucking wanted. It took an extra 2 years. It took an extra couple of years to get there, but I finally got everything that I want, okay? So, you know what I mean? That's all it was about. So they're too busy clapping themselves on the shoulder, telling them how good they are, how their plans worked out, you know, how you're so smart and he's so stupid, you know, like I'm just so clever, you know? And then they get to throw away all your stuff. They get that pleasure, mate. It's a real pleasure for a woman to go through your stuff and throw it in the bin or throw it and fucking burn it, or, you know, because don't forget, it's your fault for everything. That's the thing with a woman. It's your fault for everything that went wrong. Whatever it is, it's your fault, okay? She is perfect. She is a perfect human, mate. Don't you understand that? No accountability at all. It is your fault. So she looks at it like she's a total fucking angel, and everything she said and everything she did and everything that she said to you and treated you was completely proper. You know? That's completely proper. Only how you reacted is the abuse. Only what you said to her is the abuse. Only the way you reacted to what she said is the abuse, not what she said to you. Oh no, I'm a perfect fucking vag, okay? I don't give it to him, but I'm a perfect vag. I'm going to preserve myself for whoever's over here that I'm talking to. I'm going to preserve myself, okay? I mean, could you imagine the fairy tale bullshit? You know, oh no, we're not together. He stays in the spare room. We don't have anything to do with each other. We're just sorting out our divorce. We're just sorting through it. The imaginary bullshit that's been going on, mate, would be huge. 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 You know? And that's why you're not getting any. That's why. Because it's on the phone, fucking tippy-tappy and giving you the fairy tale bullshit with somebody else. It's already making plans and promises to somebody else, okay? That's how they roll. That's what they do. And there's nothing in their mind that computes that that's wrong. Nothing, okay? It's woman's power, mate. Women power. The power of the vag, mate. The power of the gold, mate. This is gold over here, okay? You want some of this? It's very expensive to mine the gold. It's very expensive. I can reminisce all I fucking want, cunt. You don't like it? Fuck off. All right? Don't tell me what to fucking do in my own chat. You don't fucking like it. There's the fucking door. You can fuck right off. A minute ago, we're talking silver. We're talking fucking everything else, mate. And we've only just started talking about this now in the last 5 fucking minutes. Okay? So fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Don't fucking tell me what I should and shouldn't talk about. In fact, cunt, get the fuck out. How's that for you, man? I don't have to fucking put up with you. This ain't fucking TikTok. Fucking kaboom! You're fucking gone. Get the fuck out. Fucking simple for me, man. Fucking simple, cunt. I'm not married to you. You don't tell me what to fucking talk about and what not to talk about, and fucking you're not happy with this, then fuck off. Fuck off. I don't give a fuck what you want or what you think or fucking how you feel. Okay? Fucking kaboom you out of the fucking room, and that's it for you. I'm too pretty for you. I'm too handsome for you. Okay? I am too fucking handsome, mate. I'm too pretty to put up with you. I don't have to put up with you. I'm too pretty. I'm too fucking pretty, mate. Fucking hell, mate. You don't pay for my loyalty. You don't pay for my loyalty. You don't pay for anything. You're like a fucking woman. You don't pay for fucking anything, but you want full control over what a person talks about. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Yeah, mate. Reminiscing is all we've got, boys, at my age. I am 55 years old. So what else do I have, mate? You know, I reminisce about my daughters. I reminisce about fucking my life. That's what happens. That's what you do at my age. Because all you have is your memories. You don't have anything else, mate. You're on your own. You know, and look how I live, mate. Right? The floors are all fucking clean, mate. Everything's fucking clean. All the counters are fucking clean. You know what I'm saying? If those 3 masks weren't there, that part of the counter would be completely clear. Because I like it clean, mate. I like it clean. You know, I like my floors fucking clean. You know, to the bathroom, mate. You know, I've got that there to hold the door there, and I've got the back door open. But you see, clean. You know, here, clean. You know, I've got a dirty door. Clean. All right? Fucking look at the floor, mate. They've got a couple of things for the bin when I go out to the bin. Recycles, okay? But toilet, clean. Everything fucking clean. The shower, clean. Okay? We don't live like a fucking shithole, mate. So when I go around to these people's houses, mate, and I've got to clean their fucking house or caretake after them, however you... I like my sink like that. I like to come in and it's clean. You know, I like to come in and my floors are clean. Everything is clean because I vacuum. I vacuum and I mop. I clean all the time. All right? So keep your gaff clean, mate. Always keep it clean. Just in case you are down there and there's a little sexy La Femme, mate, and you're able to pull her back You're able to say, come on back, let's have a couple of chongas, fucking, let's listen to some music, because it's bound to happen. Because I'm a very pretty guy. I'm a very handsome fucking lorddobby, mate. It's not going to take me much, mate. All right, but I like my peace. That's why I don't bother. I like my peace and quiet, because I know about the negative that you're going to bring into that house. So it's just not worth it to me. It's just not worth it, boys. It's just not, mate. Go and have a fucking tug. Go and put on the fucking new porn and fucking sort yourself out, mate. It only takes 5 fucking minutes. It's all over. It's fucking done. It goes into the tissue, mate. It goes into the bin, and they've got no fucking power over you after that, mate. They've got fucking none, mate. They've got fucking no power over you, bro. I think that's why that person's bullshit didn't work as much. It didn't work as much. You're a married. I'm a married person, and here I am as a paid member of P Hub. Like, that's just wrong. That is fucking wrong. That like your wife should be embarrassed. Your wife should be fucking embarrassed, mate. Okay. That the person that she's married to, they don't get any at home, so they've got to go and join a fucking website to fucking even see anything, And I remember I was on there, mate, because they fuck off to bed. Remember that? 7 o'clock at night, right? She goes in there, closes the fucking door, right? I remember, mate, it's about 10:30. It's about 10:30. It's that time of the night. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling a little bit limber. I'm feeling a little bit on the fucking hot side. I'm a pretty man. What do you want me to do? So we've got it on the computer, mate. We've got the fucking Japanese fucking mum going on. It's fucking huge, right? It's an exciting 10 minutes, So the sound was a little bit much. The sound's a little, right? It's like echoing through the house, right? So out it storms, mate. Out it storms into the living room, mate. You're filthy, you're this, you're that. Oh, yeah, but you don't give it up. You don't give it up. Who in the fuck are you to complain? Go back to your fucking bedroom and preserve yourself, okay? That's all you got to worry about. Not worry about what I'm doing. Worry about preserving yourself for the next guy. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm just a stupid fucking husband, okay? But that's what they'll do to you, boys, and they don't hesitate. So realise who you're dealing with, man. Send them home. Send them home, boys. Don't move in with them. Get your own fucking house. Get your own fucking shit in your name. Let them come over. Don't let them move in, because the laws benefit the women. Yeah, the laws benefit the women, mate, even if they live with you and you're not married to them. You're not married to them, but they benefit from you. They can take you to court, man. If they live with you for more than 6 months, they can take you to court to make a claim against you. And that's legal here in Victoria. These women know that. These women know that they can move in with a rich guy or a guy that's got his own house or his own apartment and he's got money, and they can move in and they know they can claim against his property when they move out. And all they've got to do is have a few receipts. That's all they've got to do. Is have a couple, maybe 2 or 3 receipts, a house bill, maybe a rent payment. You offered the guy rent money. He gave you a receipt so that you could claim it for tax. And then straight away you give that to the lawyer. You give another receipt for plants or fucking some kind of tiling. You might have wanted to do the bathroom tiles and you thought you'd chuck in a couple of $100, because you live there, whatever. He doesn't charge you rent. So you give a couple of $100. You get the receipt for that. And then you pay a house bill. Because normal men have their house bills on the fridge. Normally we would have a magnet, put the house bill on the fridge, and that's how men deal with it. We see it every day, and we go and pay it at the post office, okay? So they go and do that themselves. They take the bill off the fridge and then go up and pay it, you see? And that's how they can make a claim against you. And that's serious. So they don't even have to marry you. And they can make a claim against you. There was a young man 6 months ago now, okay? The court case was. And he didn't marry her. He knew the woman for 2 months. He fell in love with her. He thought that he had met his future wife. So he said to her, why don't you move in? Why don't you move in and we'll start our relationship, okay? Everything was fine. 6 months goes past, they break up, no big deal, no big arguing or anything like that, and they go their separate ways. A month later, he gets a letter from the lawyer demanding fucking court, okay? So when he gets to court, he realises that she's claiming $60,000 from him. She wants $60,000 payment, mate, okay? Because she tells the judge that she has a rental receipt, so I paid all of the rent for the 6 months that I was there. I've got a bill for an electricity, but I paid all of the electricity, the gas and the water the entire time I was there. She just lies. She doesn't need a receipt. She just needs a fairy tale bullshit story. And that's all she needs. At the end of the day, mate, that kid had to pay her $60,000. He had to pay her 60 grand. He had to take another mortgage out on the property. Okay? These women are very, very clever. Okay? So make sure you guard yourself, gentlemen. Make sure you fucking watch yourself. And you look out for the red flags. And you don't have to acknowledge them. Don't let the person know. But you've got to outsmart them. Don't let her know that you know. Okay? Let her fucking just continue the way it's continuing because you already know what the fuck's going on. Okay? Let her play her cards. They do it themselves. They'll tell you exactly what they're going to do, mate, in front of you to your face because they are emboldened of your quietness. They're emboldened because they think they're a lot smarter than you. So they will come out and tell you their plan. They'll come out and tell you, brag to you about it because they think that you're not going to be able to do anything about it. Okay? And they also think that this is worth so fucking much that it's just going to override everything that they're doing because it's just so fucking good. The only thing is you've got to give it up. That's the only thing that makes it good. And if you don't give it up, well, then how has that person got anything to fucking... They've got nothing, okay? They've got nothing to compare it to because you don't give it up. And when you do give it up, it's every 2 or 3 months. It doesn't mean anything. That guy's had fucking 20 wanks, mate, in between all of that. He's fucking watched so much fucking P-Hub that it's a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, you know? They actually think that it's so fucking good, mate, the power they have. Be careful, gentlemen. Don't drop your guard at any time. And don't believe anything they say. Everything they say is a fucking lie. Everything they say to you, make sure you put on the end of it for now. It is so fucking important that you remember that. Whatever she tells you, put on the end of it in your mind for now. You know, I love you for now. We'll always be together in your mind for now. Because you know the minute that she's fucking not happy or her feelings have changed or you say the word no, it's over. It's over. If she meets someone that's more economically inclined than you are, it's over. If she has a best friend come over and ask her questions and doubting the relationship, it's over. It's just a matter of time. Okay? So basically be on your own. Be on your own, you'll be more successful and more happier. Because what's the point in marrying them and wanting a family with them? What is the point of it? We don't see our children. Don't you understand? It's a fairy tale bullshit, mate. It's a fucking Disneyland shit. Because they take the children from you. You don't get any of your fucking whatever you've worked for. Why in the fuck would you want to work your ass off for somebody else's fucking house? Yeah? You know, it's your house until the 15th of the month, and then it's my house. Because today you got to pay the mortgage. But tomorrow, it's my house again. Yeah, that's how it works. It's your house when it's the day to pay the mortgage. And every other day after that, it's her home, it's her house, it's her property. Okay? So no, mate, don't fucking leave yourself open to it. Yeah, man, wash them down and send them home. Get that DNA off them, wash them down and send them home. You know. Yeah, wash them down and send them home, mate. If they're a bit on the smelly side, don't even bother, mate. Just send them fucking home. All right? You know, I don't know what's going on with these chicks, man, but they stink, bro. Like, they fucking stink, man. Seriously, they're fucking snatchers, they're asses, mate. They fucking stink. You know, they don't wash with soap, man. You know that. You know that most of these females, mate, they wash with that fucking female feminine wash. You know, that Johnson & Johnson wash that they use? Mate, that stuff's as bad as fucking useful as, I don't know, piss on a fucking river. It really doesn't wash anything, and it doesn't leave any smell behind. It doesn't wash the fucking smell, mate, okay? You know, your ass fucking stinks, okay? I don't care you've just had a shower. You didn't use any soap, okay? So the ass fucking stinks, mate. It's a fucking smelly down there, boys. It's fucking smelly time, let me tell ya. Fucking hell, mate. That was the last nightmare with that fucking Karen chick, bro. I had to chuck that fucking chick in the shower, man. You are a stinky motherfucker. That fucking snatch fucking stinks, man. Get it in the fucking shower, man. And I swear to God, bro, I didn't tell you this, man. I told the chick to go and do that, right? While she's in the fucking shower, I fucked off. I fucked off, man. I fucking got out of there, dude. I fucking got in the car and fucking drove, dude. Because let me tell you, man, it was a lingerer. It was a lingerer, okay? You know, you got the fucking whiff of it right at the opened up. Oh, fucking hang on a minute, love. You need to get into the shower, right? It's got into the fucking shower, mate, and it's still fucking, you can still smell it in the room. Like, that's fucking horrid, bro. Like, these women are fucking horrid, bro. It's a lingering fucking smell, mate, right? So I'm sitting there, I listen to the shower go off. I'm still smelling this fucking woman, mate. And you think to yourself, what the fuck has she been doing, man? Like, seriously, like, I'm not following up after this. This is as horrid as it gets, bro. So I got in the car and drove off, man. Just get it out of it. You think that's worth that, man? Why would you want to fucking, you know, like, it fucking reeks, bro. Why would you want to be shagging that? You feel sorry for him, man. You look down and go, poor bloke. Fucking poor bloke. You don't have to take one for the team today, mate. It's okay. I'll save you. You don't have to take one for the team. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I fucking bolted, mate. I didn't fucking run. I bolted, mate. I got in the car and got out of there, man. I swear. I'm not hanging around anywhere. Oh, they're horrid, man. They're horrid. Yeah, so don't even bother. You know, you're smelling somebody else's fucking spoof, mate. That's what you're smelling. You're smelling somebody else's fucking thing, man. You know, they've blown up it, okay? And it's fucking leaking out or whatever. And it takes fucking weeks and days for it to fucking get out. But some of these women are just fucking feral, man. Don't even bother. It makes you feel fucking ill, man. Like, I was driving on the way home and it just made me feel ill. It really did. Like, it's probably the foulest thing that you could, you know, as a man. Because you think to yourself, you know, at the time you're thinking she's a nice chick, she's a good thing, rah, 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 rah. And the fucking, like this, oh, fucking hang on a minute. Fucking just close that up. Fucking, love, I'm sorry, I can't deal with it. Mate, then you think to yourself, fuck. It's not a princess, bro. This ain't no princess, man. Fucking, this is new. This is all fucking. This is within the last week. You know. Oh man, that's disgusting. That is fucking disgusting. It really is. Yeah. Yeah. Don't fucking don't deal with it, man. Get out the door, bro. A few minutes left, man. 3 hours. Few minutes left. 3 hours of my time, mate. Masks are on eBay, man. I got these two. These two are on eBay. lorddobby 79. Got the clown on eBay. lorddobby 79. Got those three. No reasonable offer refused, boys. It's been really slow for the masks. It's been slow for everybody in retail because it's after Christmas, you know. So, yeah, it's slow for everybody in retail. It's not just me. It's everybody, because you know they're going back to school now. School fees, school uniforms, you know, all of those credit cards from Christmas. All of that is due now. You know, that's the Corey. That's on eBay at the moment. Funky with the belt, man. Need to undo the belt. That's the Corey. Right, that's the Corey, man. That's the other, the bandage clown. And that's the Horoki. That's on eBay. Lord Dob 79 on eBay. Okay? So that's the 3 masks there. That's the last masks that I'll make, man. It'll be a while before I make any more masks. Because it's that time of year. You know, it's the slowest part of the entire year is now. It'll be this slow for another month or 2 months, maybe another month or 2 months before it picks up again, because it takes people a while to pay off their Christmas debits and, you know, to get their life back in order a bit more, yeah, from their holidays and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's what's on eBay at the moment. Lord Dob 79 eBay. Lord Dob 79. No. All right, I might go and advertise my goods on TikTok for a little while until they get me booted off. I always get you guys go back on there and get me reported straight away. Like, it's insane. Last time I was on there, I got kicked off 4 times in a matter of, I don't know, an hour and a half. I got removed 4 times. And that's just me showing masks and just sitting there. As soon as you show a mask, it's dangerous activities. You know, as soon as you show a mask. If you put a mask on, it's again dangerous activities or a dangerous fucking something else they call it. And they always get it on me, man. Like, they always get me kicked off. So I last, you know, very, very, very short time on eBay. On TikTok. Which is a real shame, man, because it's completely controlled by the Lebanese on there. They don't have a problem going live. It's only the Aussie boys that have a problem going live. Everybody gets kicked off by these people. And they are professional fucking TikTok beggars, mate. Professional. I didn't realise they had so many accounts. Like, just one of these guys has 10 accounts. One. So they all have multiple accounts on TikTok. And as soon as they see you go live, mate, they get you taken down, because you are competition in their eyes. You're competition. So if anybody comes in and gifts you, they look at it as their money. They look at it as their gift. You know, you got their money. It's just amazing, dude, how they regard it. Yeah, man, cosplayers. This is for Slipknot. You know, all you got to do is put a tracksuit on, man. You know, just put on, and then you're ready to go. Just like the people on the stage. Yeah, jumpsuit ready. You just buy yourself a Slipknot jumpsuit, you wear a mask, and you are fucking complete, mate. You are a Slipknot fucking maggot. And these are masks that they wore on the stage. You know, that's the Corey mask, Apprehended Corey. That's the clown. This is all from the old first album of Slipknot. This is not the latest Slipknot masks. You know, it's from that particular era. All of my masks are. All of these are. The Corey of that age is 20 years old. That mould is 20 years old. The Horoki, 20-year-old mould. The bandage clown, the same thing, man. It's an old mould. So that's what I concentrated on. Yeah, that's what I concentrated on. Yeah, all of them are NDIS, man. Yeah, every single one of those TikToking people or streamers are NDIS. Oh, there's, 2 or 3 that aren't. But majoritively, all the lebos, and yeah, they're all fucking NDIS. Every single one of them. And they all live at home with mummy and daddy. They all live at home with mummy and daddy, okay? They're fucking grown-ass men, 35 years old. They live at home with mum and dad. Ladies, if you hear my voice right now, don't ever marry a man who is 35 years old living at home with mummy and daddy, okay? Don't ever fucking marry a man that is living at home at that age. You are not going to get a man. You're going to get a grown-ass fucking child whose mother does everything for him. His mother has done his cooking, his cleaning, has done everything for him his entire fucking life. And all you are going to be is a replacement of the mother. That's it. You're just going to do everything that you're going to take the mantelpiece of the mum. So they don't make the best fucking husbands, mate, let me tell you. And yeah, a lot of these blokes, mate, all on the streaming on TikTok are women bashers. Like, for real, actual women bashers. They're bad enough, mate, that the women have made videos about them and have filmed themselves, the harm and the injuries that they've caused. Black eyes, bloody noses, scraped up heads. Billy Abdullah, he's a woman basher, mate. A total and utter woman basher. And so is Johnny. He's another one. Proven, mate. Proven with charges. And the woman dropped the charges, so he wasn't charged. And then he comes back on TikTok and says, see, I was proved innocent. I'm proved innocent. The woman made a video showing her injuries. And in his eyes, he's innocent. And these women still gift them. The women, the people that gift these men, if you looked at their names, they're single mums. They're single mothers, mate, and they're fucking ugly, bro. They're like whales. I swear to God, they are the biggest and ugliest fucking women on TikTok, and they love these Lebanese abusers. They love them, but they only earn money every 2 weeks. When Centrelink comes in, that's when they have a big week. The following week, it's really slow. But on that Centrelink week, they'll happily take the single mother's money. And to me, it's sickening, man, because they've got children, and these Lebos are happy to take their fucking money from them, bro. They really are. They've got no hesitation at all. So anyway, have a good day. It's been 3 hours. It's been a pleasure. I hope you're well. I hope you're happy. Stay in tuned. I hope I haven't offended you too much. I don't give a fuck if I have. Take it easy, man. If you want to support my channel or chuck us a fucking coffee milk, I'd appreciate you. lorddobbyking@gmail.com is my PayPal. My masks are on lorddob79 on eBay. If you'd like to have a look at my masks for me. Other than that, take it easy, boys, and I hope you're all happy, healthy, and well today. It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbour. Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbour? Yeah, I'm so devoted, man. I've got my children's pictures of when they were children. Yeah, man, take it easy, man. Chuck us a fucking coffee if you can, boys. I'd appreciate you. I'm a bit broke. But other than that, I don't, it's all cool. It's all good, man. I come back once a month and say hello to you. There's no reason for me to come on all the time, talky. All it does is open my life up to fucking more misery and, more complaints from people and more filing of charges and whatever. I don't fucking know. I don't care anymore. I don't care, mate. They took Echo from me. So I've got... What else are they going to fucking do? What else can they possibly take from me? You know what I mean? Like, nothing means more than that, mate. Let me tell you, bro, fuck. To never see Echo again is heartbreaking. And it's something that I've got to get over every fucking day. Like, every day I've got to fucking get over it. And, I remind myself with the Facebook memories. And I will do that until I see her again. All right, so if she ever sees this channel, she'll see her face and she'll see videos about herself, and hopefully she sees Dad. It's a criminal, dude. It's totally and utterly criminal that you would never see your children again. Take it easy, boys. Okay, and thanks very much for being part of my channel, and members, if you're a member, thank you for being a member. Yeah, I get down a bit, eh? I get a bit down. Anyway, take it easy, boys, okay? And thanks very much for everything on the channel. At least I still get a few views on my channel, even though it's completely dropped off. I suppose I've got to do more yelling and screaming and stuff like that, and I don't do that anymore. Anyway, thanks for your time, okay? Give us a like on the stream if you can. And if you're feeling generous and you want to chuck us a fucking chocolate milk or a blessing, mate, lorddobbyking@gmail.com is my PayPal. And thank you very much, and we'll see you next month. See you, boys.